What's good, everybody? Welcome in as the Bit Podcast yet again, episode -87. Two gorillas in the mist. What's good, everybody? Connor, how you
Rip
doing?
Harambe. We miss you,
Rip
bro.
Harambe. True. It seems like 1996 was so recent, wasn't it? Gone too soon. Rest Harambe.
It feels like
Rest
just
in peace.
yesterday we were fucking changing the faceplates on our Nokia phones, you know?
I know that's right. You strike me as an LG chocolate guy, to be clear, but I respect that.
No, sir. The ocean waves. That nice little wave break plate on that shit. Hell yeah. That blue, that white, that sea foam. You know what I mean?
That's interesting. I
Yeah.
respect that. Now I want to go ahead and right off top.
What?
Please.
I got my other like major favorite.
Oh.
The fucking Matrix. The Matrix green text.
The Matrix green, yeah.
How
True.
could you go wrong?
At the time, iconic. Even now,
True.
nostalgic. Pretty good.
But the people aren't here for the Nokia phone talk, Beau. They're not here for that.
They're here for something completely different. They're here for your birthday, brother. Happy birthday.
Fucking birthday.
As of recording. Actually, it's not your birthday when this goes live on Sunday for Spotify and the audio listeners. But say happy birthday to him anyway. He's going to be live on twitch.tv/CDog, capital C, DOG underscore. Go to twitch.CDog underscore and then wish him happy birthday anyway. Happy birthday.
Bless it.
Shout out to my sweet little baby bear for the 2-2 sub. I appreciate that. Thank you, my love. What a cutie. What an angel. Now, it's your birthday in here, big mans. That makes you a crisp 48 years old.
Is she hitting you with the T2? That's fucking crazy.
She's hitting with the T2. She's so cute and sweet. She's an angel.
She's fucking killing it with you for the T2, my guy.
Yeah. Well, to be clear, that's your T2. She teachered to you, bro.
What?
Happy birthday, King.
I'm not worth a tier 2.
That's a tier 2 for you, brother.
My goodness, thank you so much. What the fuck?
That's a tier 2 for you, King.
I'm not worth a tier 2.
That ain't my tier 2. That's your tier 2, big man.
For anyone who doesn't understand Twitch sub tiers, because who would? Everyone only just does tier 1s. We have tier 1s, tier 2s, and tier 3s. You are always automatically tier 3 sub to yourself. And you usually never have anyone tier 3 sub to you, because who's going to put that much money into Twitch? My goodness, a tier 2 sub.
Tier 2 sub.
Well, that's double the entries into the fucking Christmas raffle.
2 times the entries into the Christmas waffle.
Which,
let me ask you a question about that.
Yeah, tell me.
How many people... Do you ever find that waffle and waffle are a little too close? Do you have to delineate?
No, never.
All right. Hell yeah. I'm on board with that.
Because there's 2 things I like in this world. Waffles and waffles.
I see. True. So you hate pancakes.
Just use them interchangeably. Yeah, I'm not really a pancake fan.
Shit, I was doing a meme, but in fact, no, you don't like pancakes
Waffles
so much.
You can't have chicken and pancakes.
I have had chicken and pancakes.
Yeah, but I don't want chicken and pancakes. I want chicken and waffles.
But when the pancakes are nice and crispy, though?
Well, here's the thing. Pancakes, in my opinion, how I've had them, you just accidentally pour just a little bit of syrup on it. They disintegrate. They're garbage. There's a hole just melting through them. And it's like, I don't want that.
Interesting.
I want a waffle that holds that motherfucking sauce.
Interesting.
You know?
You find that pancakes disintegrate a little too quick under the chicken and syrup, eh? Okay.
The birthday boy decrees.
It is a birthday decree. Okay, I have no choice but to acquiesce. I respect a birthday decree.
It is.
King, it's your day. Speaking of, you know what, by the way, I thought that you would find this interesting because we can acknowledge, we do some bits around here. You were talking earlier how you have accidentally gaslit your mom into being content brained.
Yes. Well, I gaslit my mom, actually, if you could imagine. Because if someone was doing gaslighting, it would be you. But anyway, continue.
Well, that's fascinating you say that because I am kind of masterful with it. Now, I just thought you should be aware. I also have content brained my mom a bit. There is a bit of content braining going on, and I thought you would find the variety of content brain that she has been engaging in kind of interesting. I thought you'd find it fascinating. Now your mom's content brain was,
Uh-huh.
hey, here's some snacks and things to try on your stream.
Yeah, on the birthday stream specifically.
That's right. That's right.
For my birthday. Yeah.
That's right. Birthday stream, which will be occurring a little bit later after this pod live on Friday. 2 days too late for audio listeners, but for anyone here right now, who if you want to be part of the show live, you come in on Fridays on Twitch. I say
every time I say birthday stream, take a shot.
They will die. They will be dead.
Always be plugging.
True. The ABP. Now, here's the content brain style that my mom has, and I thought that you would find this validating. So I'm telling you because it might be validating for your mental. I was getting water, and she says to me, "What are you doing to Connor today?"
She gets it. She's the only one that understands.
I thought you should be aware that she asked me, "What are you doing to Connor today?" So you are seen, you are visible, you have visibility. You know what I mean? I just thought you'd appreciate someone noticing the trend.
That's very funny.
Yeah. She was acutely aware.
Well, if you can imagine, my mom was in the podcast last week when we were talking about the guild stuff, and she goes, yeah, then you started talking about the dude messing with women, and Beau was like, I can't remember what you said exactly. She's like, sure. Yeah, and then I stopped listening. It's like, okay.
That's very funny.
To
be clear, I am on those women's side. So we're on the same page.
For sure. Probably
they shouldn't be harassed.
But
well, that's a coin flip. But you know, to be clear, I am on those women's side. I was just saying it's odd they didn't want to expose and report him.
Sure.
Not, hey, they should have, it's their fault. I was saying that's strange they didn't. To me, in my mind. But I'm on their side. Make no mistake. I am for the women's decisions. I support them. It sucks that happened to them.
We also must say, drinking responsibly today.
Drink irresponsibly. Get fucked. You know, just like go crazy.
Yeah,
go
do
insane.
A bunch of drinking and then go get food, as an ex-cop would say.
As an ex-cop would say. You know what you should do? Just like drink in a park all day. Hang out on a bench. You know what I mean? Just vibe in the streets. What are they going to do? Arrest you all? There's not enough space. Go insane. Do whatever you want. Right? Like, they can't arrest all of you. I say we fight the system by having a couple of brewskis out here on the park benches. That's the civil protest America needs. Could you imagine if I was just like a brewskis kind of guy? The vibe shift would be so weird.
Fucking beer is gross.
It is.
Can't do it.
Yeah, it's not tight. And I'll tell you what, there's tiers to that too. Yeah, well, that's true. But there's like tiers too. There's like the beer guy who's like I prefer IPA's hipster ass, which is already tough. But then there's the dude that only drinks like Coors Light and he beats his wife. Like this.
Have you seen that Instagram reel where he's like, son, do you want to have your first taste of Monster? And the son drinks it and he's like, wow, I want to do blue collar work outside and beat my wife.
That is the Monster drinker experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. That is the Monster drinker experience.
Yeah.
And it is important to acknowledge. You know, we don't want anyone to feel it like they aren't seen.
So true, so valid, so real.
Yeah. The more seen people can be, the better.
Man, you know who wasn't seen last night?
Yo.
Anyone other than Expedition 33.
That's so funny. Awards. I did hear they picked up quite a few awards.
Well, you know what's funny? They lost some as well, which was very interesting. Well, I say some, only like one.
Yeah.
Sound direction or like games, like sound award for like best sound direction, whatever.
Sure, best audio, whatever.
Battlefield 6 won that.
Oh, I actually do get that.
I kind of get it, and I'm kind of like, you know,
I actually do get that.
Didn't they do that for the last 4 or 5 of them? You know what I mean? It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Same gun, same shooting sound.
Gun. Well, anytime a popular franchise shooter comes out, they do try to glaze shooters for like, I can hear the footsteps so clearly. You know what I mean?
Unless it's Call of Duty, because that's just an ass game.
Wow. If you can imagine.
Yeah, Mario Kart 1 got a win. Donkey Kong got a win.
Big. Love that.
Who else was kind of on their winning shit? Very funny. So there was one point in the night they bring out the full cast of Street Fighter. So at this point, Skate and I are like, okay, they're gonna announce the award for best fighting game.
Sure.
No, they didn't announce the award for the best fighting game. It was like nominee for like something else.
The full cast, like in cosplay, like in costume.
No. The full cast just walks out. It's just the cast as themselves. But they're introducing the full cast of like Andrew Schultz as this guy and blah 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 as this. You know what I mean? Their pictures are in the background of their characters and stuff. Like their picture in the background in the display is them in full costume, like the full costume.
The fuck?
And they're walking out to announce the award. But
it was just
a fighting game movie. They're gonna do the fighting game award.
Sure.
No. Crazy. Fucking insane.
What the fuck?
So fucking goofy.
What the entire fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the most interesting kind of like that didn't make sense. Like what PA decided this was gonna like you're gonna have the whole cast there and not do the one thing their movie is about.
Interesting.
Now
I have heard word on the street is that when they were on stage they took shots at Mortal Kombat.
They did. They said I think Andrew Schultz said something like also the Mortal Kombat cast is here as well and they're coming out. Then they pan to the entrance and then they pan back to him and he goes, just kidding, they don't care about you, they just care about money.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
I'm only paraphrasing. You could probably find it somewhere, but yeah, that was very funny. Well, you could find it somewhere. You could find it on CDog_, one of the official co-stream channels for the 2025 Game Awards. Kind of crazy.
I'm seeing that the exact quote was, I'm just kidding. They didn't come. They don't care about you. They just care about money. We care about money and you. Street Fighter forever.
Yeah. That's the exact quote.
Wow. That's crazy.
And then the movie ends up being just total shit and all they really cared about was money the whole time, Lamau.
Well, that is kind of how it goes.
Yeah. Andrew Schultz being in a movie? I don't know, dude.
I know that's right.
And I'm not a fan of him because like, oh, I don't like his comedy. Like I don't like him. He just comes off as a fucking to me he comes off like that one dude from Fighter and the Kid everyone makes fun of and bullies online now. The dude who rolled his truck.
Rolled his truck.
He was on the Fighter and the Kid, then he left because everyone hates him and they just didn't want him on the show anymore.
Oh, you mean his name is Brendan
Schwab.
Yeah, Brendan Schwab.
Yeah, I was like
Brian Callen, Chris D'Elia. Who the fuck's that third guy?
Yeah. I fucking can't stand Brendan Schwab, and kind of Schultz comes off the same way to me. I just can't.
Yeah. If you can imagine, no one can stand Brendan Schwab.
Yeah. Well,
nobody.
Not even his truck, if you can imagine.
Not even his truck. That's right. I didn't know he rolled his truck. That's very interesting.
Yeah, he was literally doing content in it. He was recording something. He was like, I'm gonna go super fast. He's like doing something stupid, and he fucking rolls his truck. Live recording. And he's tried really hard since then to get it scrubbed from the internet, but obviously everyone has it saved, so it always comes back.
Always comes back. Sure, of course. I'm going to say something brave. I'm going to say something brave and controversial. I liked Joe Rogan as an actor on talk radio.
Wow, that's
And
something else.
then whatever it is he's done in the last like 10 years, hey Joe, just turn the mic off. It's all good. Hey bud, good run. Just take the mic off.
The sad part is there's little nuggets of clarity in there, and then it just gets washed away, you know?
Well,
There
that's
are
true.
little nuggets of like, oh, okay, yeah, he actually has a point, you know? And then
Isn't that so tough when someone's like that, where they're like, man, if you just stuck with that like normal shit mostly, you'd be great.
he's like, Trump lied to you all. And then he's like, vaccines are bad. They don't help you, actually. It's a conspiracy. We didn't go to the moon. And it's like, okay, bro. All right.
He didn't go to the moon. He did say that.
Yeah, it constantly says that.
Yeah, he walked that
he
back.
doesn't actually doesn't stop saying that, if you could imagine.
He walked that back now. The moon thing.
Has
he's
he?
like,
Has he
oh, I
walked
get
it
it.
back?
Yeah, because
Finally.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, I believe, was on his show, and he was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Joe? He's like, oh, my bad. Like, it just takes one person that he kind of likes a little bit to be like, hey, you're dumb. He's like, true. No, you're right. My fault. Like, if someone he has any respect for is like, hey, that was like super wrong. He's like, oh, yeah, I can see that I'm a big dumb chimp. Yeah, my bad. And it's like, okay, well, if you can acknowledge that, right? Maybe check with people first. Just check first.
The problem is he has to do that constantly. He has to continuously do that. He's like, oh, I guess I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Guess I'm a dumb chimp.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Well, fighting for a really long time, you do get hit in the head a lot.
He didn't even really fight. He did some MMA, but most of his stuff was like Taekwondo.
You still get knocked in the head a bit.
I don't think he did enough to get knocked in the head a bit, if I'm being honest.
Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan talks really like, I think he won like a world championship or something, but he didn't do a lot of like actual fighting.
He won quite a few championships as a teenager, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think he ever got like majorly knocked out. I don't think he's ever talked about that. Maybe he doesn't remember. Very funny.
That's very funny. He
talks about why he quit was he knocked some kid out and he thought he like died or something, and he like was scared and he never wanted to do that again or something. He always talks about that.
Yeah, he did see a crazy knockout and he was like, damn, that could happen to me. I'm out of here.
I didn't see it. He did it. He I guess he did see it, but he like did the knockout and scared the shit out of him. He's like, damn, I killed somebody.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it wasn't bad,
I killed somebody. You ever knocked anybody out? Have you done that?
No, I can confidently say I've never knocked anyone out. I did take my elementary school bully who, so back in the day, we rented out this house with my mom, my grandma, grandpa, my uncle, and it had like a side gate. You know how you have your like your driveway, and then you have like some yards have like a side yard, and you can open like a gate for a bigger opening than like the small gate. You have like small gate, you have a side gate. So I was trying to walk through my side gate, and he came up and was fucking with me. So I took him to the ground and started bashing his head up against the concrete. He was like really picking on me.
Well, bust that shit like a watermelon. Hell yeah, King. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
And
Good
then
job. Great work. Fuck bullies.
And then there was one time at the community pool, I was being bullied by someone from the school, and I fucking took his goggles and I fucking pulled him back. I hit it with a slingshot.
Oh,
and I fucking
no.
let it go.
Tough.
That felt pretty good.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I respect that.
All of my fights have been in self-defense, not in going to find the fight.
Yeah, gotcha. I see. That's a good claim to be able to make, that all of your fights are self-defense. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good claim.
Yeah, I almost started a food fight. That's also one other
claim to fame. That's not quite the same as a...
Yeah, not really a fight, but that's also a little claim.
That is kind of tight, though. That is tight, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I was throwing a... Remember when we were in school, the mini Gatorade bottles?
You say we. Did not go to school.
They were kind of like the Gatorade bottles were kind of like the size of like this, so like they're like
Oh,
kind of
okay,
like that.
sure.
And my friend was at the end of the table and he wanted me to give him the Gatorade and didn't want to walk all the way down. Like, so in school when you would have lunch, there were these tables that folded up and they'd fold down and they would be like rows of tables. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those.
Okay. My high school cafeteria had like the circle tables, so I've never seen like the rows, but I hear you.
Sure. So we had the row tables. And so what I was going to do was I was going to skip the water bottle down the middle of the table because it felt like a good idea at the time. So my friend could get the Gatorade.
Yeah, like bartender side. Just gonna slide that shit.
Yeah, well, it didn't work out that way, and the top wasn't on all the way, so the top came off and spilled all over this kid that I didn't even know. So then we're kind of like up in each other's faces or whatever, and then I think he was trying to say something to me, and he started choking, and then I started laughing, and then he started laughing, and then we became best friends.
That's kind of tight.
Almost started a fight, became best friends instead.
Hey, that's tight. That's good. I like that. That's big.
That friendship lasted a pretty long time. We would go in the bayou and hunt snakes with BB guns.
Okay. Well, that's all right. Sure.
Bayou City, what are you going to do when you're a kid? Go hunt snakes, essentially. Copperheads.
Sure.
By the way, I never really understood the gravity of what we were doing until it became older, and I was like, oh, there are copperheads in that bayou, like venomous snakes that could kill you if you didn't get.
Yeah.
We were walking like barefoot in the bayou at points, like hunting snakes and shit. Yeah, it was insane.
I'm in love with you. Dangerous thing to do.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
You could
not safe.
You could cut your foot on broken glass and anything else that's in tetanus, typhus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Typhoid. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can get crazy in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the snakes also, just very dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't condone killing snakes that, didn't harm anybody or whatever. But at the time, it felt pretty fun to do. And we were kids and we could have been doing drugs. We could have been slinging drugs, but instead we're trying to kill snakes. And I think that's,
well,
not great, but not as bad as what we could have been doing,
Indiana Jones would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Why is it always snakes?
So I don't know how we got on that tangent, but yeah, there we go. There's a little fun fact.
That is, sometimes you just have to confess the sins of your childhood, Pretty good.
So true, so valid, so real.
It's like, animal cruelty is bad, but...
Well, no.
You weren't doing heroin.
We were hunting.
Did you eat them?
I think my friend ate one of them, yeah.
All right, cool. Then you were just grabbing food. That's fine. Okay,
yeah,
tight.
I didn't. I was like, I'm not eating shit. What the fuck? But I think him and his dad actually did eat one of them one time, yeah. So there's a hurricane coming, and like half of us had power, half of us didn't. So I was at his apartment, right? And he was like, "Do you want some Radler fried rice?" And at the time, I thought
now you said Radler with D's, but it was rattlesnake fried rice.
Well, it wasn't rattlesnake fried rice. I think it was some of the snakes that we had caught, and like they like dispatched them and fucking got them all worked on or whatever. Anyway, it tasted good. I don't know if it was really snake or not. It could have just been chicken. He could have been fucking with me. I don't know.
Yeah. But well, a snake does taste pretty good. Snake
rice. So that's like kind of like a tradition. Fried rice before hurricane is pretty. Yeah. I don't know. Alligator tastes pretty fucking good. Gator tastes pretty good.
Well, sure. Here's the thing, though, is the alligator is like the pork of the bayou.
Really? Because I think it tastes more like chicken than chicken does.
It's white meat,
sometimes. No? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess chicken is also white meat, but
yeah, like
chicken is like,
It tastes fucking good. With some cane sauce. Oh my god, damn.
I've only had gator once, but I do recall I did really like it.
Yeah, I've had gator a couple times up here, and then also when we were in Florida. And man, I'll tell you what, if I ever go back to Florida, I might just live on gator for the rest of my life while I'm down there. No,
I feel like I can't have gator though.
Why?
I feel like I can't do it. Because if I eat a lot of alligator, I'm gonna I already look a certain way. I'm gonna be the no regrets tattoo guy. I can't have that. You know what I mean? I gotta be real careful about things.
I mean, you're almost there, really. And when you think
That's what
about
I'm
it,
saying.
you're close. You're close. You might as well embrace it.
I just can't be no regrets and eating fucking. I can't be eating gator like that. You know?
I'd sometimes rather have gator than chicken.
Before you catch
That shit was good as hell.
You gotta stop eating all them different kinds of meat before you catch something. Is so funny.
Let me tell you,
Demon, welcome in, brother.
Gator is cleaner than chicken in some cases.
Gator is cleaner than chicken. That's true. That is true. They are an apex predator. Yeah. Yeah, I've had kangaroo. I've had kangaroo. Fuck them things.
Kangaroo like people, dude. You look at them, that's a person.
Well, that's just long pig, baby.
I don't even want short pig, yellow and long pig. You know what I mean?
Here's where I'm at. Kangaroos are assholes. So if we eat them, it's fine.
Yeah, but if I can box a kangaroo like a human, then I don't know if I want to.
You can wrestle a gator like a human.
Yeah, but you can actually like fucking throw up hands with a gator.
With a kangaroo.
With a gator.
Imagine you just put on the gloves.
Just stands up.
On both legs. Like, come here, dude.
You know, Megatron was a gator at one point.
That's true.
Beast Wars 2, I think, which we didn't get.
Well, sure.
Random facts no one needed to know. But yeah, so looking back on this amazing life I've had, I guess. You had.
I didn't live in the bayou. Yeah, I didn't. Although I look like I should have.
No.
I feel like I look a little bit like I look like I should have been a Cajun dude.
No, I think you look like you weren't allowed to play with dirt a lot, and therefore immune system didn't really.
That's very
that
funny.
Much.
And you can imagine I played with dirt a lot.
Oh, that's good.
I had my grandparents got me a bug inspect like a little
oh, well,
what's the name of the study bugs professor? Is that an etymologist or an entomologist? One is words, one is bugs, and I get them backwards all the time.
I mean, this can just be summed up by the shed not having like a floor, so just like a dirt floor or whatever, so you can just play around in it.
Is entomology with an N. That's funny about the shed.
I almost went to a shed. Did I tell you about this?
What? Go on.
Okay. So
almost went to a shed, huh?
I wake up one day. I get a message.
Sure. Yeah.
On one of the apps. You know what I mean? The apps. This person wanted me to go to his 5-acre ranch to the back of the property.
Okay. 5-acre ranch.
Through a tree line that looked like a haunted house.
5-acre ranch, tree line, haunted house.
To a dilapidated shack with no floor to do things.
What things? The things I think you mean?
You're on the app for to do.
Go on.
Obviously, I didn't respond because I'm not going to a fucking shack on a 5-acre ranch where it looks like multiple bodies have already been buried there.
Yeah, so he was an organ harvester, is what we're saying.
Now, I think I could fight my way out of that. But 50-50 chance I would have made it, yeah.
That's really 50-50. Wow, interesting. I guess I didn't see the other guy.
Well, it's not even about the other guy. It was the fact I don't know what kind of weapons he has stored over there. I mean, he can fucking cut me out. You know what I mean? Be dead.
He could get you with the Dexter special, shot in the neck, and then all of a sudden you're paralyzed. You're in a table of plastic wrap. Could be crazy.
I asked him, how many people have you brought here? Because that's a weird place to
to shack
up, if you will.
That's very funny.
He said, "I've invited a lot. No one has taken the offer yet. I wonder why."
Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I said no. I said next.
Good. Yeah. Good choice. Yeah.
To Potato, why not? Because I want to live, Potato. I want to be alive.
Huh. Yeah, that is tough. That is a rough one. No one wants to be hills have eyes. That's very funny. Yeah, that's a spooky proposition. I'd imagine you get a lot of that. You get a lot of weirdos just inviting to weird stuff.
That's the first time I've ever been invited to 5 acres. You know what I mean? The back of 5 acres.
Sure. Sure. That could be a movie. Sure.
That could be a movie. The back of 5 acres.
That's true.
The 5-acre dilemma.
That's true. I feel like the 5-acre dilemma is very funny.
You could have Uno reversed him and took his land. Oh, killed him first, and then took the land. Very funny.
I would like to imagine Uno reversed and took his land is fucking crazy. I would like to imagine, yeah, fucking fathom. You go there and be like, hey, so do you like have the deed to this place just laying around? What an unsettling question that would be, right?
I'm coming there to kill him. He's getting me there to kill me. We both have the same idea, but we're just going at it a little bit differently.
Yeah,
you know,
right? It's like who swings first,
who wins,
who strikes. Yeah, are you the BB gun or the copperhead? You know.
So true, so valid.
Yeah. A bazooka. Oh my god.
Hell Jesus
yeah. Imagine killing one guy with a bazooka. That's. I mean, it would be effective.
I'm sure you could get away with a bazooka. 5 acres is a lot, right?
Pretty big. 5 acres is pretty big.
He wanted me to park at the front and walk to the back of 5 acres.
That's a long walk.
Yeah.
That's like a long walk.
Thinking. That's what I was thinking. How much is 5 acres? He's like, yeah, park in the front and meet me in the back by the shed. And then
here's the thing.
Give me the picture of the shed.
Here's the problem, right? It's hard to say how long that walk is because I don't know the configuration of the 5 acres.
Well, I'm fat as fuck, so it's gonna be long regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
I'm getting winded after 10 steps.
That's true. 5 acres is quite big, though.
Yeah.
To be clear, it's quite large.
So yeah, that was interesting. Otherwise, nothing else really interesting is going on.
Yeah, 5 acres is like 4 football fields, like in a 2x2 grid.
Oh, that's a lot.
So imagine twice the length and twice the width of a football field. That's like ballpark.
I guess that's not too bad.
It's not insane.
I was thinking that would be a little bigger. The field itself, or like a stadium? The
field itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting. Very weird. But I'm here, so you guys know I didn't actually take it. So, congratulations.
But keep in mind, it could be oriented differently. It could be 4 football fields end to end, and that's quite a walk. So it depends on what his land was shaped like. Hard to say.
Yeah, I'm glad. Honestly, I'm happy I didn't go frolicking through that land. I'm good.
Junk's hitting the surprise twists over here. Oh my god. Yeah, wait. When was this invitation to the back 5? When did this happen?
Monday.
Wow, recent. This week. Wow. Just think, if you had a little more motivation, you could have had 5 acres today.
So true. And who knows how much that would be in a year.
True. That is true. It could grow to 10 acres. Really. The way the inflation works, you never know. I'll tell you what, if you had the opportunity, if you were going to kill a guy that you met on Grindr and take his land, I guess you'd have to make sure he's kind of a hermit, huh? You gotta make sure he doesn't have a lot of close friends first.
Yeah, true. You have to scope it out. You have to scope the land out or whatever.
If he's on Grindr inviting randoms to his 5-acre whatever, he probably doesn't have a lot of homies.
The tough part is he could have a bunch of other bodies buried there, so that land could probably be bad anyway. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I mean, he probably has at least 12, a dozen, right? A good dozen, country dozen.
Country dozen.
Yeah, 13 in there.
Baker's dozen.
Well, Baker's dozen.
Yeah. You know, that doesn't really exist anymore, Baker's dozen. If you go to like a donut place and ask for a Baker's dozen, it's like a coin flip if they know what you mean. Weird.
We had a family-owned place that they'd give us a little extra every now and
then. It's like kind of a 50-50. Yeah, I went to it. Also, hey, how much would you suspect a dozen donuts costs? Off the top of your dome, at just like, not like a fucking Kroger or whatever, but like at like, you know, a donut place.
Last time I got a dozen donuts, I think it was like $11.
Yeah, that's what I would have suspected too. That's what I would have thought.
I know I recently just got a dozen kolaches for 10. So yeah, I would say like 11, maybe even cheaper, 9, 8.
Interesting. Fascinating you said that. I got a dozen donuts not terribly long ago. It was this year. Dozen donuts. They're like, you want just all in the box? I'm like, you know what? Hand me one of those apple fritters up top. And they're like, all right, cool. So I got 11 donuts in a box, apple fritter in my hand. I'm biting it. I'm like, how much did I get my card out? $37. You better believe I was not prepared.
That doesn't mean
you better believe I was not prepared.
Shibley's ain't charging me $30 for a dozen donuts. I'll tell you
$37.
No, sir.
I was like, hey, real quick, what the fuck? Like, I paid. I didn't like make it weird, but I was like, that's the apple fritters that I got a dozen of. $3 a piece.
Oh, so you didn't get donuts. You got like something special, like a specialty. You got a fritter of some kind.
I mean, I guess, but like
I'm getting regular like glazed donuts. I kind of understand the $30 now.
$3, brother. It's a lot.
Because it's specialty. You know what I mean?
You say that? Safeway, they're 69 cents. I should have gone to Safeway for real.
You should have just went to Safeway, yeah.
Should have went to Safeway for real. $3 a pop for an apple fritter is insane, dog. They were really good though. They made the show, them apple fritters. I'll be honest though, they fucking killed it. They did really good.
That's why you went there. You know what I mean?
They did really fucking good. Oh, really? Babe saying that sounds like a normal price here. Woof. Ugh. We got it. You know what? I bet I could start a donut place. I bet I could do that.
Yeah, Say Night Bakery.
That's true. Say Night Bakery. It's already the Cash App. That's right. That's right. As the homies know, I did used to sell illegal brownies. Which sounds like there were drugs in them, but no. The actual illegal part was federal mail fraud or whatever. Like, turns out you're not allowed to. You need paperwork to be able to mail food of certain types. I didn't know that, so I was just mailing shit I shouldn't have been mailing, and I had to stop because I was worried I was going to get caught and arrested for mail fraud or whatever. But really good brownies, delicious. Chuck knows the guy started a donut place. That's interesting. I knew some people that had a donut place. One of my moderators doesn't really come around. She's like busy, a little shy. She had a donut place, a little family donut shop. It doesn't seem like it'd be profitable, but I guess it is.
I imagine it costs pennies on a dollar to make a donut.
Yeah, I just don't imagine that much foot traffic at a donut place, I guess.
It depends on where it is. There's the donut place I go to at like 7 a.m. That line is almost out of the fucking establishment.
Oh, he had a sausage place that became a donut place. That's a weird transition. That feels like an odd transition.
Probably be really good kolaches there though. Homemade sausage kolaches instead of like store-bought sausage or whatever blend you're buying from.
I fuck with it.
Yeah, that could be pretty good.
I'm so dumb for real. I'm actually so dumb, and you didn't hear it because I thought it. It was a thought in my head. I really just did think in my brain, wow, how dumb is it that there's no donut place that's also a coffee place? That'd be a killer business model. I just fucking invented Dunkin' Donuts like an idiot.
Well, man, I don't think you invented it.
I didn't. I thought I did for a minute. I was like, damn, I invented a business model. It's Dunkin' Donuts, dude.
Yeah.
Why am I like this? Why am I fucking like this?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Although, to be fair, it was a really good idea because Dunkin' Donuts does great. But no, didn't invent it.
It was a good idea of someone else's, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I think I would crush... Here's the thing. Dunkin' Donuts, hear me out. Dunkin' Donuts, hear me out about this one. Coffee bad. Coffee mid.
I've never been to a Dunkin' Donuts, I'm gonna be honest. We don't really have Dunkin'. I mean, around here, it's Shipley's on every corner, really. Like, we don't really have any, like, they kind of got edged out a little bit.
There should be a place that sells with coffee and sandwiches. True.
I see the TikToks of Dunkin' and when they put like 17 sugars in something, and I'm just like, why? What is this?
What do you mean?
Like, why? Why does your coffee need that much sugar?
Because sugar is incredible.
It's like half the cup is like the little sugar things, and then it's like this much coffee, and it's just sugar at that point. Diabetes, that's why.
Yeah, it is true. If you go to a Dunkin' and order the same thing every day for a year, you'll get 365 different flavors. Their consistency is not good. Yeah.
I guess that's the one good thing about Starbucks is they're consistently bad. So you'll actually just get consistently bad coffee all the time that does consistently taste the same bad.
Oh, that's...
Like their blonde roast consistently tastes like shit.
Oh, I see.
The same shit. No, it doesn't taste different every time. It just tastes
always not good.
The same amount of mediocre, the same flavor of mediocre every time.
Huh. Okay, I respect that. Yeah, consistency is a virtue. So
I would know. I was just there.
Wow. Sure. I find that I am that guy who, like, I can't be like the iced Americano guy. I do need like the sugar strawberry mega swirl fucking unicorn frap. You know what I mean? I do be that guy.
I just want my caramel frappuccino, extra caramel drizzle, shot of espresso every time. Appreciate it.
I'm a problem. I make baristas problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't love that I'm like that. But I am like that though.
I think if we did a survey and you were like on a scale of 1 to 10 after looking at one picture of me, do you think I would be a problem for baristas? I think more than likely,
that'd be a mixed bag on me. That'd be a mixed bag, I think. I think that'd be a mixed bag. I'd get 50-50 other responses.
I think every time.
I don't think I give off the vibe necessarily 100% of like problem for barista. Maybe.
Maybe I do. 50-50 after one picture, but if they listen to one stream of yours, they'd be like 100%.
Right, yeah. Well, if they heard me, yeah.
If we had two questions, if it was, does the picture of this guy assume that he would give baristas a hard time? And then it was a 5-second clip of one of your streams. And then that was the next question. How about this guy? Same question. That question would be 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. No, if they had the time to get to know me, they'd be like, "Oh, fuck this guy for real." Yeah.
I don't even think you need that much time. It's like 10 seconds.
Because I am just like a real piece of shit when I order at Starbucks. And hear me out, right? My thing about it is that like I should be able to order pretty much anything. And they should just make it. And they should just make it, right? Because that's the job. That's the job. And that's the job. So I feel like confident doing it, but I respect that people don't like it that much. But you see, and because you have a drink that is your like always every time, right? Every time, doesn't change.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I like now me. I like a hot white chocolate chai latte upside down with extra whipped cream, 4 pumps of the caramel, the sauce, not the syrup, and with dirty. And if you order that, they get upset because it's a lot. It's steps, and I don't. But also, well, then why let me order it? Just say no. Just say no. But I can order that, so let me order that though. Do you know what I mean? And then you
simplify your order.
No. And then you tap on the cup with the nails. It makes the sound, and you like shake the ice, but you don't have ice because it's like hot chocolate. But like, you know what I mean? You got to be like cunty with it. So like, how am I supposed to be cunty with a normal ass order? That's crazy.
I think you should just have a normal ass order to respect your brothers and sisters in food service.
Don't think so. I can say that as someone who works in food service. If you make me a difficult order at a restaurant, you're getting the difficult order. It's all good.
Well, worked in food service.
True. I don't currently work in food service. That's true. At the time, yeah. You want to do some crazy shit? Yeah, I guess I just got to do the difficult order.
Get the SK chest cam of you going through the Starbucks training for a week or whatever.
I think I would crush it. I'll be honest with you. I think I would absolutely destroy it. I'd be really good at it.
I think they would fire you.
Why?
I think because you would.
You had lost the day. What the fuck?
I think they would. Well, the problem would be you would have like 1,700 ideas of how to make things better there, and they'd be like, "Hey, so we're not paying you to do all those extras."
Not me. No, if you tell me this is how you jump, I say yes, sir. I'm a different kind of employee, bro. I work diff. You haven't known me as a professional employee. Boss says it, I do it because I like money and to not get fired.
Okay.
I'm a yes chef. Yeah, I get it.
Now you walk in on your boss fucking the maid service who was working overnight at the store. His wife comes in to order a drink. What do you tell her?
Wait, what? Oh, I see what you're saying. I get what you're saying. So it's male boss. He's having sex with. Yeah, got it. Yeah. I understand. Go on.
No, when I was working at Academy, which is a sporting goods store here, when I was like right out of high school, one of our managers was caught fucking the maid staff, and it was the girl's mom. The girl worked at the store, and her mom was a part of the maid staff who would come in and clean overnight. And he was
fucking, the boss. This is the manager or whatever.
The manager, yeah. Not ops manager, but like one of the managers. And the opening shift walked in on him in the break room, breaking off a piece of someone who wasn't the room. You know what I mean? And it happened to be the daughter walked in, and it was a very there's a lot going on at that point. I think Academy had to pay out something. It was a big deal. It was a lot.
Well, I'll tell you what. Wife comes up, orders a drink. I'm gonna be the nicest anyone's ever been to her. We're gonna be homies. She's gonna know me on a first name basis, and I'm the new assistant manager. I'll tell you that.
You write on the cup her name, and right under it in real small letters, you're like, he's cheating.
Oh, nope. Just have a nice day, Smiley. Excuse me, boss. I think it's about time for my evaluation, don't you think?
Oh, okay. Damn.
I think it's about time for my pay to be reevaluated.
Girls girl. You're not gonna let her know.
Oh, I'll just tell him after I get the raise.
True. Valid. So real.
You gotta get the raise first. You gotta get the bag and be cool about it. Yeah, she'll find out just after I get the bag.
So real. So true.
You gotta play leverage and then morality. You feel me?
Sure. I feel that.
Because what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What the fuck's he gonna do? Like, he's gonna be in shambles. He's gonna have nothing, get kicked out of his house and shit. Wait, you gotta fire me? Good luck, brother. I don't think so, King.
Yeah.
You need someone reliable as an assistant manager because your life is in shambles, and I'm gonna help you run this shit. He's not gonna like me very much. But I get the bag first. I get the bag first, and then I get him fired.
The bag.
He gets fired. I have a new manager who likes me. All of a sudden, I'm an assistant manager with a new manager. Maybe I get pushed up to manager because the manager got fired. Now I'm the assistant manager. Now all of a sudden, I've usurped. I have engaged in espionage. I'm the new guy. And that's money. That's money.
Then you have to fucking deal with the fact you're a manager of a fucking Starbucks. Kill me.
Well, I guess on paper that is tough to deal with. Yeah, that is rough.
That's therapy right there. Therapy session. But you won't have time for it, so it's fine. You'll be working.
I'm a kind of a goated managerial position guy, though. I structure. I manage.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm a decent manager too, but man, I think being at a company like Starbucks where they just blatantly don't give a fuck about any of their people.
Well, that's fucking true.
That would be a little tough.
Like a council you have to convince? Ugh. Not the Starbucks council. Fuck. I hadn't been familiar with their hierarchy. I didn't know there was a council I had to worry about.
Well, yeah, remember I was telling you, this was like one of the first few podcasts we started doing when I started going to Starbucks in the morning. That one manager who like made the girl cry because she fucked up the drink or whatever. And I was sitting there like, why are you doing this in front of a fucking like a customer? And then like, yucky.
Odd.
Yucky.
Odd thing.
Yucky.
Odd thing.
Yeah.
Strange thing.
I will say though, most managers suck at managing. I will say a lot of people do not deserve to be a manager. There are more bad managers than there are good ones.
That's very true. It is a gamut, a spectrum.
Yeah, deep-seated, dark, terrible spectrum for sure.
Well, that's fucking true. Starbucks is very by the book, taught the ways. Interesting. Starbucks is a very like follow the manual. They're pretty corporate, so it makes sense. I mean, they're kind of the most corporate coffee place in many ways. Right? I mean, there's not like a bigger coffee corporation that is like a forward-facing brick and mortar where you can order coffee at. Is there?
They're
kind of the
Rifle
one.
Coffee, is that? Can that be? I don't know if that's Vanilla Bean. Is that another one that's pretty big? I know Starbucks has one direct competitor that's like as big as it.
Does it?
I think so. Maybe not as like directly one for one as big, but I think there's one that's like up there.
That is the funniest fucking thing I've ever read. Google is informing me that the largest Starbucks competitor is McDonald's. No, it's fucking not. Ain't no way. The McCafe? I don't think so.
Well, unironically, that might be because McDonald's is probably the only one with enough locations to make it. I'm not saying they taste better. I'm not saying McDonald's would taste better, but yeah,
I guess it's a lot cheaper.
That actually might be unironically true.
Maybe.
Just think about how many McDonald's locations there are.
But I've just never met anyone who ever has drank McCafe on purpose in my whole life.
Oh,
not
just
one.
Go through the drive-through at the beginning of the morning. like 5 a.m. to
Shocking.
9 a.m. People will order that shit like crazy.
I guess, like, yeah, they get the coffee as their drink with like hash browns and an egg McMuffin or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's good. Like I couldn't imagine McDonald's coffee being good, or even without sugar, it's probably bad for you. There's probably some type of corner cutting they're doing. The beans are like genetically modified or some shit. You know, who knows?
I love a genetically modified bean. I'll be honest with you.
Oh my goodness.
We do like a GMO.
Wow.
We do love a GMO
myself.
in this house. Really?
No. Okay.
I was gonna say I didn't know we were taking ivermectin in here.
You know what I'm saying?
That is so funny. That's very funny. GMOs are kind of tight. Science is tight. What?
Science is tight. I don't think GMOs are tight.
What? Why?
They're like linked to being very bad for people. Like the studies.
No, they're not.
Yes.
GMOs? No. I don't think that's right. I don't think there's any studies that link GMOs to anything negative. I mean, maybe GMOs individually, but not GMOs as like a class of item. Like there might be like some of them, I guess, but like GMO botulism is still botulism, Lamau. But then again, why would they be genetically modifying botulism? But yeah, no shot.
I think it's probably safe to say eating something that hasn't been genetically modified is probably safer than eating something that has been genetically modified.
No shot.
Yeah,
it wouldn't even make sense.
It does.
That's crazy.
It does, because to grow those things, they use chemicals.
You gotta snip some genes in there.
It's not the GMO stuff isn't only like gene splicing. It's also the fertilizer, the growth hormones they use for the product. Like it's the whole thing. It's not just the gene splicing stuff. But you're eating that. That's the problem. When you get those things,
it's fine.
You're eating that.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Well, think about how many more pesticides they have to use on non-GMO products. Now you're getting more pesticides. That's not better. That's crazy.
Yeah, but GMO products have more pesticides used on them.
Less.
Even more.
Less. Because they're GMO. They're genetically modified to be resistant to the insects and pests that they need to... That's the opposite thing you just said.
No.
Yeah.
A lot of GMO products are actually made to resist damage to pesticides.
Well, yeah, that's true. They do resist damage from pesticides. That's true.
So they can use more pesticides. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think that's right.
So ergo, it is.
I think that's right.
Some
GMO crops can use less pesticides, especially insecticides. Dude, it literally is Googleable. I'm literally right. What? New study: GMO crops reduce pesticide use. This is like quickly, readily. What the fuck? What are we talking about?
Well, yeah, okay, Matt, we can find articles for both. There will be.
I'm looking at I'm FDA.gov.
Who's running that right now?
Okay, well that's fair. In hindsight, but it was from 2023. It was from 2023. Different administration. That was a different administration.
You think that
2023 was a different time?
Either? My goodness.
Oh my god.
It wasn't the time for health, I'll tell you that.
Oh my god. Oh, he said wasn't the time for health? That's crazy.
I don't think so.
Oh my god. I'll tell you what, GMO foods sometimes produce their own pesticides, naturally. Like they produce chemical agents and chemical reactions that like ward off pests. That's a thing.
Yeah, I just don't think my corn needs to like produce fucking pesticides, you know what I mean?
You know who agrees with you? RFK Jr. and raw milk.
No, RFK Jr.
Easy, bud.
That's crazy.
Listen here, okay? Here's the thing about fucking GMOs are so safe. They're so healthy. They're great for you. Don't fall into the scam, dude, of anti-GMO
okay,
lobbying.
George Bush, relax. Are you gonna fucking watch the towers fall too? What's wrong with you? Don't pretend you're on the right side of history with this one. Fucking, you're crazy.
It's an insane time for me to be drinking. I almost died.
Yeah, Bush Senior. Okay, I see we're running back the first Bush presidency.
That was an insane time for me drinking, though.
I mean, to be fair, it'd be better than this Trump presidency, but I mean, it's not that much better. Jesus Christ.
I was crazy.
Next podcast, he's gonna cosplay as fucking Bush Jr. Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
Pesticides, they're okay. The fields, they're making more corn. It's fine.
Yeah, more corn's good.
We can have
more corn, better corn. More corn, better corn. True. Sweeter corn, bigger corn.
No. That's crazy.
GMOs, I'll tell you what, when I run for office in 2036, I'm going to be pushing big GMO for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
You're going to be a part of our dialysis crew after your fucking kidney gives out on you.
Hell yeah. We have two anyway. Don't be a pussy. You have extra. What's the problem?
I'm not giving you shit. I'm not giving anybody my kidneys.
You have an extra.
They probably fucking barely work as it is. I can't fucking afford to only have one. You know what I mean?
Well, if you had GMO kidneys, maybe that'd go a little better. Maybe we need to GMO your kidneys. Have you considered? Did you watch Batman Beyond?
Batman Beyond? Yeah, I watched Batman Beyond.
Okay, well, just think about those people that were like half cheetah or whatever. They ran really fast. They were doing great.
Okay, and did you watch fucking Captain Planet, bitch? Because we know you're old enough, so calm down. Fucking get off that ladder real quick. Let's relax. We all saw the episode. We all saw the episode with Captain Pollution, okay? The GMO ring was in there somewhere, okay? Relax.
That's very funny. Do I also believe that Tylenol is linked to autism? Yeah, I'm popping Tylenol every day to get on. That's very funny.
Well, it's true.
That's very funny.
It's true. It's true. It was the study came out.
Are we doing a bit right now? Surely we're doing it. You're giggling. Surely we're doing a bit.
Yeah.
Thank God. Okay.
Because you called me RFK Jr. and he's literally
that's
the
true.
one
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. I did do that. I did
literally came out and said after what Tylenol after circumcision increases the risk of
that's so
autism.
Funny. Yeah.
Also,
no, no.
Like, what are we? What's the mechanism? That's what I want to know. What's happening there to cause that? That's.
I'll be honest with you.
Makes no sense at all.
I mean, the study makes sense if you understand that the study is set up to be misleading. If you know it's meant to be misleading, they did do a successfully orchestrated misleading study. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but this brings up the whole Matt scenario where it's like I get one question asked to me because you read about something somewhere.
Well, true.
It's like, okay, like let's relax.
It's like if I wanted to prove that water kills people, I would do a study of how many people have died that have also drank water.
True.
And the answer would be 100%. And I'd be like, you see?
If I wanted to see, how good GMOs were, I would just go to the source that wants us to have more GMOs, which is the FDA. True, you're right. True. Exactly right.
I should have gone to newagehealth.net. I'm so sorry. You're right.
Yeah, true.
Melissa Grenstrich over there with her mommy blog says GMOs are bad. I hadn't considered.
And next thing you know, you're going to be telling me you can't feel two emotions at the same time, and then we're going to get into a whole other crazy. Hmm.
Think about how sick that would be.
GMOs.
Trump likes GMOs.
This is where we find out, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I'll be honest. He also eats McDonald's, and McDonald's is kind of tight. So sometimes you're accidentally right. I don't know.
Audio listeners, next thing you know, he's going to be DMing me about the most moderate tonight.
They don't even get that reference.
No, they don't, but I get it, and that's all that matters.
His talking points were the same thing our parents would say at the water cooler. Insane. Fuck, man. I'm dying. You can't be against GMOs and eat McDonald's. Yeah, right. I'm consistent.
Never said I was against GMOs. I'll eat McDonald's. That's fine. It's cheap. Would I rather not eat McDonald's? Yes. But do I want to cook? No. So I have McDonald's. I don't know. But I'm not gonna go to the store and buy non-genetically modified meat either. Like, it's all fucked. You know what I mean? You can't really escape it at this point. And even like the brands that say organic, that's just a trademark. That's not. It doesn't even mean it's organic.
Oh, if you buy organic, you're a goofball for sure. I don't buy that shit at all.
No, you don't. Have you Googled the whole trademark thing? With like, organic is just a trademark. It's like a product. That's all it is.
Right.
Yeah, it's not.
It's like capital O organic, not organic, the word from a dictionary. Yeah. It'd be like buying Starbucks, but if Starbucks happened to also be a word that meant organic. Yeah, right.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah. It'd be like if I made a whole line of like, caffeine pills and the brand was healthy. Hey, did you get those healthy pills?
Yeah.
No, they're healthy, I swear. Like, yeah, they are healthy. In name. By choice. Capital H. Branded TM. Yeah, organic is, that's goofy shit. I don't fuck with that. But, that said, GMOs be cheaper.
Have you been seeing this drama going on in the VTuber community? This VTubing drama?
Oh, no. What happened to Iron Mouse?
Just a bunch of... there is a dude who... they say he's not a VTuber, but you couldn't tell me it's not the same thing. It's like he's like a peanut or something. He's like a peanut dude. And he won Best VTuber of the Year at the Streamer Awards.
Okay.
And if you could imagine all of the VTubing children VTubers that are like 100 years old or whatever and post content of their VTubing models doing subjective stuff. They're mad because they should have won. Yeah, he won Best VTuber of the Year. And if you could imagine, all the VTubers are shitting themselves. Because he's not a real VTuber or whatever, I guess. Or didn't spend thousands of dollars on his model and get tricked into communism. Consumerism. Yeah, kind of funny, huh?
I'm going to level with you.
Yeah.
That is very funny in the specific sense that VTubers... I'm going to create some drama here. I'm going to create drama, if you can imagine.
Oh, I was going to say something probably even worse than you were going to say, but please go ahead. I'll let you take the forefront of this drama.
Of course. Thank you.
Because I could use a break. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Let me spearhead this one. I'll be the shield. I'll be the dam that stops the flood.
Yeah.
VTubers, right? VTubers have a particular culture around them.
Yeah.
And that particular culture sucks. Isn't good. Because a non-zero percentage of that culture is based on the sexualization of childlike models in the lewd tuber community, which
under the guise
you know
of
what you did.
100 years old, or
That's right. That's right. Well, they're 1,000-year-old demons, so it's okay. Also, the management companies for them also suck. HoloLive, for example. And if we look outside of America at like Southeast Asian VTube culture, that shit's even worse. I don't know how much information you have in that sphere, but I've been embroiled in the developing, burgeoning field of VTubing for a while. And the way that they do things over there is very parasocial by choice, by intent. Where they're like, I'm your virtual girlfriend, Desu. And then they try to like, you know what I mean? It's almost like idol culture in a way. Where they can't have boyfriends publicly because that would make them seem less pure for the virgins that give them the Korean bucks. So instead, Dog, did you follow that drama with the VTuber? I think she was with HoloLive, but I could be wrong about that.
There's just so many, bro. If I'm being so for real, I couldn't follow any of this if I wanted to.
That's
because of how diabolical these comments have been. So I there's a thread that came across my feed that was like he should die or whatever. So I was like, oh cool, a VTuber's posting this. Let me dive into these comments, right? It was like 2 a.m. or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like just poking around in some of these channels or whatever, some of their profiles. Yeah. Man, if it isn't like a 8-year-old child looking VTuber with like a butt plug, and I'm like,
yeah,
what are we doing?
Yeah,
what are we doing, bro?
Here's the like real tough part about it, and no one really wants to engage with this or talk about it. It's frustrating, I'm sure. People are not comfortable with it, and because it's a hard topic to have. Here's the problem. Control F feature. That's so funny. That's so funny. Here's first of all, good to see you. Welcome in, brother. What's up? Here's the real problem.
That's goat shit that, like, for real. Sorry.
Anime culture, kind of in general, pretty deeply it's like untangleable in their connection to like pedophilia. Just in general, anime is. The whole kawaii thing in Japan, not kawaii the word, but kawaii the like cultural movement. It's like traceable. It's like documented. It's not like my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this like I think. I'm saying as a point of inarguable fact. Pedophilia is used to sell anime and has been since its inception. That's the whole premise. On purpose, deliberately. Like, that's just how it works. So, VTubers then, being anime models, kind of follow that trend of, no, but I'm actually 1,000. I'm a dragon girl, I swear. Okay, but you have a dirty diaper and you look like you're 3 feet tall. So, like, what do we... don't love this. You know what I mean? Like, so... the people that are into that particular side of VTubing, and not to label all VTubers that way, to be clear, but the people that are into that side of VTubing, hey, bud. Nope. The opposite side of that, the HoloLivers and things, again, that culture is parasocial and bad in a different way. There's a pretty small subset of VTubers that are just innocent hee-hee-ha-hars. It's not great. It's not crazy. It's not like this like tremendous volume of innocent we're having a good time VTubers. It's like a coin flip, unfortunately. So
and it's like the people who are mad too. They're just like they're angry because he didn't spend thousands of dollars like they did. They're angry because he's popular and they're not. A very envious crowd. A very like, and half of them are dudes, right? So like, it's just like,
it's generous. That's fair of you, but it's maybe a little too fair.
Like, we were talking about this on stream the other day, and I was talking about how like there are some VTubers I watch. Eerie Cakes, one of them, a really great streamer.
Yes,
but I watch people.
Love Eerie Cakes.
whether they're VTubers, whether they're flesh tubers like we're called,
Sure.
or
We are flesh
people
tubers. That's
without
right.
cams. I watch people that feel like they're real people, like they're not characters of people acting like characters. And that's 99% of the VTubing community is just people not being themselves and being a weird gooner gremlin, fucking weird, like yuck, you know? I just
Well, to be clear, he isn't a VTuber. Having the peanut model, it's not VTubing. It's different. It is diff.
they can
But
call it whatever they want. It doesn't matter to me. I don't really give a fuck. It's all the same to me. He's a VTuber that is like face pops up and his eyes pop up or whatever. It's all the same to me. I don't give a fuck.
that's very funny.
But at the end of the day, he won, and they should do better if they want to
Can
win.
you tell me what a gooner is? Oh, is this the part where I have to explain what gooning is? Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
time this came up today. Very strange.
Sure.
Second. We all knew what gooning was.
Interesting. Okay, so this is, I'm going to be as succinct as possible. I'm not going to be weird about this. I will just explain real quick. Bunny, great question. So gooning, okay. A lot of people misuse this term. Let's be clear. A lot of people misuse this term. Some people think gooning just means being horny, haha, which is not the case, or engaging in masturbation, which also is not the case. So gooning, in particular, is the act of engaging in a style of masturbation called edging, where you intentionally do not reach climax repeatedly for an indefinite period, such that the constant release of dopamine in your brain feels a bit similar to a drug high, and then you sit in that dopamine drug high indefinitely and engage in, bed rotting, for example, or other non-functional activities, or watching your favorite VTuber. So it's a bit diff, right? And kind of the fantasy of the gooner, so to speak, capital GTM. The fantasy of gooning in this way is that you are corrupting your mind to be worse and less effective, and you've romanticize the idea of becoming a non-functional degenerate. It's a bit of self-harm in a way when you think about it.
And it's
opposed to.
It's kind of evolved too. I think people use gooning as like a general statement nowadays.
Well, now people just say gooning like, "Oh, I came to that one time." Like, people use gooning in a really wrong way, but that's what gooning is, though, for real. That's what it actually is.
It's morphed into like what you would suspect people online do to like a hot tub stream, for example. They're gooning. People would use that in the way of like the people in the hot tub stream right now. They're probably gooning, so to speak.
Yeah.
And right. Like everything else in the world, once it gets coined and used a lot, then that saying or use of that word kind of falls into like a very general statement, I guess. Right?
Yeah. Now it's a more nebulous thing that just kind of means engaging in masturbatory activity. It's very like,
and often used to describe people in like a chat of like a streamer that's got some booba hanging out, or
yeah, it's accusatory in a way, in that sense of like, you're watching this because it makes you horny, and you are then going to act on that because of what you're looking at.
When we're dealing with VTubers who have like their models and they post on Twitch of their or Twitter of their like model has a butt plug sticking out of them, that is just gooner content.
Gooner content
for
that's right.
The goon squad, the
that's
goon
right.
squad, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, you better believe they know all of this because it's all over the internet, and this is what they do. This is their thing. Like, yeah. Unfortunately, we knew all of that back in the day too.
Yeah,
different words. Yeah, 4chan existed.
Yeah,
all the different other chans existed.
2chan, Kinzaza Chan. Yeah,
in middle school, we knew what Rule 34 was. There wasn't any like nothing is hidden. Like people,
No.
yeah, people have
Well,
all
it's
their
not
brothers
hidden,
and sisters.
but there's a level of commitment that deserves the barrier of entry. There definitely
Yeah.
are casuals in the space who just use terms wrong, and that's how Gunnar became what it is now colloquially, where
Yeah,
it's just someone who
there will always be casuals.
Yeah. But the real definition, Bunny, happy to answer your question. Now you have this information. Go with it and be plagued for eternity with knowledge. Something about that. Now you have to live knowing that. So
And also, what a great segue, speaking of casuals, into talking about your frustration with raid leading a free-to-play MMO.
wow, that does have some unique hurdles. Yeah. It is the case that people are really bad at things. Just kind of in general. They're not good.
Normal. That's normal.
Yeah, it is normal. Yeah. People are by design shit at things. And if someone is better than not shit, they're kind of in the top 5% off rip. Because I don't think people like register or recognize the scope and scale by which they don't recognize the scope and scale by which people are not willing to put in effort of any kind. Just at all. And kind of the same with, obviously this is a different frame of reference, but this was a thing that I had to learn in Yu-Gi-Oh! Very rapidly, is that if you have a tournament, of 4,400 people, and they've flown in from these places to like participate in the game, and like, oh, there's like contestants, competitors from Germany, from Italy, from Japan, all in this one spot. I'm referencing a particular event. This is not hypothetical. That event, you can't assume any of those people are bad at that game, no matter how bad they are in the room. Do you know what I mean? Like anyone who has taken the time to pay money to be there, no matter how bad they are in the room, are automatically in the top 2%, top 1%. Because the people who don't compete and are just like casuals, they buy the cards to put them in a book, or people that play their friends at a library, that's 98% of all motherfuckers on Earth. So like, when we like go over to this like raid leading thing, and I'm playing Blue Protocol, the number of people who are even attempting to do nightmare content, which I guess is your equivalent of Mythic in WoW. Mythic's the highest, yeah?
WoW? Yeah, Mythic.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so with people trying to engage and like interface with that content, by virtue of the fact that they are even queuing for that at all, are in the top 1%. Because most casuals will log in, do like social shit, they'll do claim a daily here and there, log out. Wanting to do raids is a step above that. Wanting to do the hard raids is a step above that.
Mm-hmm.
So like just the idea of queuing into the raid at all on Mythic or on Legendary in this instance, or whatever, Nightmare mode, you're already top 1% in terms of interest and effort. And then to find the motherfuckers that take the time to read their character instead of hitting the H button because they're playing on an iPad, brother, the filter is real narrow all of a sudden. It's tough. It is real fucking rough. Because unfortunately, this game is made in a way that promotes hitting auto and not playing the game. It's made in a way that promotes playing on your iPad in bed because it's a mobile game. So finding the PC players who read their character, good luck, dude.
Yeah.
It's got to be like 100 dudes out of the player base that currently is, I think, sitting around on Steam like 6,000 or something, and then probably on mobile it's closer to 12.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you're just going through what everyone who plays MMOs ever and does content like this feels. I mean, it's normal. It's literally a tale as old as time, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's the on the 7th day God took a rest or whatever, long rest or recover, same shit, you know?
Yeah, Yeah. And I'll tell you what, this game has a lot of points of player power. There's a lot of levers you can affect to change how tanky you are or how much damage you deal. There's like
Sure.
reforging, refining the type of gear you're wearing, if it's the right substats, if it's the right main stats, the types of battle imagines you'll summon guys that you're equipped with. Your modules can be right or wrong. Your talent tree can be right or wrong. The skills you have equipped can be right or wrong because whether you're playing the class that uses skills 1, 2, 3, 4, or the subset of the class that uses skills 5, 6, 7, 8, you can freestyle regardless. They're not locking you into the right ones. You know, you could be playing 5, 6, 7, 8 class with 1, 2, 3, 4 abilities, and you're just fucking up. You're just doing it wrong.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, there's so many levers that people have to interface with that it's like almost impossible to get them all right without a guide or do a lot of studying, because this is a game that's pretty involved. And to make matters worse, the game is excellent at not giving information. They are uniquely amazing at not explaining shit well. And again, it's a Chinese game, free to play MMO, and it's a Chinese game we're playing on an American client of, where the localization team has no notes. There's no consistent notes at all, which is crazy. I don't know if you knew this or not. I don't know if we talked about this. In the most recent event that just came out, the mastery stat is referred to explicitly, consistently as expertise in that mode only. So if you want to buff your mastery, you have to buy the expertise buffs. I spent probably 45 seconds looking around like, hey, which one of these is the mastery buff? What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is expertise stat? Because unfortunately, your skill tree is called your expertise tree. So I was like, this buffs your talent tree? How? What are we saying? Nope, different expertise. They just translated shit. So who knows?
You know, free to play game, you imagine they're not really putting that much effort in, because the problem is you and like 5 other people cared enough about that. No one else cares.
Right. That's right. I am in the top 0.00% for effort and interest, for sure. And it's tough because, man, this would be a really interesting and fun game if other people gave a shit, including the developer. Do you know what I mean? Like, also, people seem to think that this is a Bandai Namco game because Bandai Namco's name pops up at the beginning when you launch it. But no, that's also not true, which is fascinating. I don't know if you knew this or not. Bandai Namco, nothing to do with Blue Protocol Star Resonance. Yeah, they made the Blue Protocol first game. The first one. So they have to have their name in there just like for the rights purposes, like for legal reasons.
Yeah, they loan the rights out for this company to do a game for it.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. Well, not even. They got bought the rights off rip. Like, they just got picked up because they were sold to them. But like part of that sale and like was that Bandai Namco gets like residuals, so their name is like still on the product or whatever. However, the actual developer is the Shanghai Bakura Network Technology Company Limited, which is a brand new shell corporation owned by Tencent Games. Owned by Tencent. So, same company that does League of Legends and PUBG Mobile. They have infinite money, to be clear. Infinite funds. They just know they don't need to spend them because who gives a shit? They just know they don't need to.
Yeah, and so welcome me and brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Well, if you can imagine, they're just hemorrhaging players.
Yeah. Right.
You guys are basically sub 10,000 now.
Have been for a while, yeah.
Yeah, currently sitting at 5.
Yeah.
Dips to 2. Even as low as 1 on what's today? The 12th. It looks like the 10th. It dipped below 2% to 2,000. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, the November fall off, 65,000 players.
Yeah,
just gone, poofed out of nowhere. That's a 69.7% drop from average player counts.
Yeah.
Steam DB.
Yeah, it's tough. Again, it's a lot of mobile players. I'm assuming it's about double the player base. So call it 1-to-1. So it went from 130,000 to like 4. Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Pretty not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it didn't even start at 100 on Steam, if you could imagine.
No, I'm saying if you double that to include the mobile player base.
Sure.
Yeah, 65 doubled to
honestly,
130, and then
I don't think it even gets to like season 3 in the US. I think they might just shut it down.
I don't think it's to season 2, if I'm going to be clear. I think they probably will end up service this in like February. But
yeah, because I understand that it has an app or whatever. I understand it probably has a little bit of a mobile player base, but it wouldn't be on Steam if they didn't want it to have the largest amount of players as possible. And this is probably hurting them more, because you got to think, a lot of those players who are on the phone were also players who were playing on Steam as well, right? They were playing both. Like, I was one of those players. Like, I would play on Steam for a little bit, and then, like, if I was tired of being on the computer, I would load it up on my phone and go lay down and play it on my phone.
Sure.
I'm not doing that anymore. I haven't even really played anymore, really. And it's not even because, like, it's not even a bad game. It is not a game that is sustainable with how much they're trying to cram into it for the emblems and all the borrowed power they're doing, which are the emblems, I believe, or were they called something else? I think they are the emblems. Yeah.
That's the emblems are the thing you AFK farm for.
Yeah, okay, so the emblems. Yeah. So like the borrowed power stuff, the void borrowed power stuff, I don't know. At the end of the day, it was fun for a minute, but like seeing the roadmap literally being 0 new bosses, just a new a harder difficulty or whatever, I got WoW for that. I'm fine, you know? Like, if we're getting no new content that feels meaningful, I'm good.
Yeah, season 2 is a new set of dungeons and a new set of raid bosses, but all of season 1 is just the season 1 stuff.
Yeah, but even then, if it's just like a couple new dungeons, couple new raid bosses, I got that in WoW. I don't really need. If this game's not bringing anything new and exciting to me in the MMO space, I don't need to play it. You know, I played it enough to get my fun out of it. But
well,
yeah, it just,
they can't have new bosses every month. That'd be crazy.
Not asking for new bosses every month, but I'm saying, like, what's gonna happen is it's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a rinse and repeat. It's gonna be new dungeons are gonna come out, and it's going to be gate kept in the same way, because again, China already has all this stuff, so we're gonna get the same. So whenever we talked originally, the one thing I had a problem with was the pacing of this, because again, they want the US servers to be caught up to the Chinese servers at some point. So we are going to get exponentially, it's going to feel exponentially more like a hamster wheel than it normally would feel if the two servers launched in tandem and everyone was getting content at the same time. Chinese servers probably didn't feel like this, but it feels rushed, and I don't like to, if every time I loaded up WoW, I felt rushed into getting content done, because I know China just got all this stuff and we're going to be getting it soon. And now my experience has to be degraded because of China and another server. It just didn't feel good to me. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling, because I played all these other MMOs that have done this. This isn't my first rodeo with a game that's launched in China or the Eastern market, then has come to the US and done a sped up content patch cycle.
Yeah.
And these don't work because of this. Like, these games die out very fast because they farm too hard on the people. And it's like, yo, the content, you need to slow it down, pump the brakes a little bit. Because what happens is the same issue you're having, where the casuals who want to play a couple hours a day, they don't have time to get to the level where the people who have time to play get. Because in WoW, yeah, we're at the 1%, so we're like killing raid bosses a lot faster than other people are. So like in the first couple weeks, we have AOTC already, and maybe the mom and pop guild is getting AOTC a month, 2 months, 3 months after, and then they're starting to go into Mythic. Well, if they didn't have time to go into Mythic, then you have a point where all these people who want people for Mythic, there's no people there. So you have all these
Right.
people, you have only just a small finite amount of people for master raids, and none of these people are ever going to see it because it's so fat, the content's so fast that they're not going
Sure.
to have time to get there. So then it becomes a situation
To
where we're
get there,
like,
that's interesting.
oh, here we go. We have the same pool of people who I fucking hate playing with or whatever, and I have to choose between the dude who's gonna auto pull this on with H or no one because there's no one else. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
And
fucking
that's
true.
what the sped up content thing causes. It causes panic, and then when I'm a player and I feel like things are moving way too fast and I can't ever catch up or keep up, I stop playing. I don't care anymore. That's what's happening. That's how you lose 65,000 people, because they can't catch up. They don't want to continue to stay caught up because it's too fast, or the
Huh.
content, they see it and they're like, got it. So there's nothing new, nothing of value here. I'm not getting new skills or perks. I'm out. I mean,
That
that's
is a
basically what's
fascinating
happening.
perspective.
Well, I mean, it's just a perspective I have over, it's like the fifth game in the last 2 years that I played with this style of content release, where it's accumulation patches, not patches as they had happened, you know?
Oh, no. I just mean of like having a difficulty like catching up or keeping up. Because you could make a new character and be at the same pace as like you could be caught up with me, who's daily since week 2. New character made right now on the 12th of December, same power level as me in about 6 hours.
Yeah, but the casual who's playing isn't going to be playing for 6 hours. That's the problem.
But sure, but they'd be only for 30 minutes a day. It would take them like a week to be like where
Yeah,
I'm at.
but the casual player doesn't even play daily, is what I'm saying. Like, you're thinking about it.
Well, no, I'm not, because I just said the casuals don't do that. We're on the same page about that.
Yeah.
But also, the casual isn't worried about keeping up with nightmare content, so I'm not sure I follow.
Well, so the idea is you want to try to convert people from being casual into being people who do nightmare content. For example, WoW has a lot of times you start from the bottom and then you get that itch and you're like, man, yeah, there's like 4 weeks left or 4 months left of the season. I might try some mythic content. And then you get people who now transcend from doing normie content and they start transitioning to the harder content because there's time to do that. There's no time to do that in Blue Protocol because wheels are spinning 100% all the time. And so I'm just saying it from how I felt playing it. And I'm somebody who can no life a game, no problem, because I do it with WoW all the time. Like, that, there's nothing of value in Blue Protocol that like any other MMO can't do 100% better. Like, you can just
Well,
do
that
Blue
part's true.
Protocol with your brain off. There's no problem. But it's the
That's for sure true.
annoyance. It's the problem of fucking. It doesn't feel good when new content comes out with Blue Protocol. It's like, okay, well, I have to farm my new set or whatever in like 5 days, or hopefully I find a group because there's only 10 people running this shit. You know
Well,
what I
that's
mean?
fucking
It's
true.
like the content this game has doesn't have the player base to support it. Whereas if something like WoW, you have a player base who will start in like a normal heroic level, and then you have that upward movement. Not everyone's doing it, obviously, but people will try mythic, and some people will be like, not my speed, let me stay to AOTC.
Uh-huh.
But you have those people who break out and go, actually, shit, that's kind of fun. So then they start looking for those mythic teams, and that's how those engines keep rolling. But I feel like because of how Blue Protocol is set up in the US, it feels a lot healthier in China because of how it's set up in China, of course. But in the US, how it's set up, you're just losing people faster than people want to move up to that content. Or people are like, I don't even want to fucking do that content. It's not even fun. Whatever. I don't want to do it. So then you have a problem.
Yeah, there's that.
You have a problem of content's not fun. Content is too much of a chore to do. Or people are like, I'm good. Whatever. I'm done. I'm going to go play another game. Where Winds Meet looks pretty cool. Let me go play that. Bam, there you go. You already lost. Here we are.
Which is so fascinating because people think that's an MMO for some reason. That's a whole other situation, but
no, neither here nor there for me. But
right,
yeah.
Sure. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that is a fascinating perspective.
Yeah, the problem isn't you could do it in 6 hours. The problem is, do I want to do it? The answer is no. And that's probably going to be no for the 65,000 people who aren't playing anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, that's for sure. Well, I don't know. I think a lot of them just quit because they're hype beasts that chase the next whatever new game is. That's probably true too. Which I guess is not totally dissimilar, but I don't think it has that much to do with the content of Blue Protocol as much as new shiny game came out. You know what I mean? Like there's probably a non-zero percentage of that. Which is a whole different conversation. That's a whole different subset of individual, but
well, that if that's the case, that also looks worse on the game, because if the hype beasts leave and your whole system collapses, then that means you didn't have a good game at all. Then you know what I mean. If it's just the hype beast piecing out, you know, you should still have a community who still wants to play. And if if the community is like hemorrhaging, if we're saying 6,500 hype beasts, 65,000 hype beasts just like vanished overnight, or it wasn't overnight, maybe like a week, from what the Steam DB was looking like, then you probably didn't have a community there to begin with. Just a bunch of hype beasts, or they just wanted free stuff. I don't know. I don't really for an MMO.
You can imagine.
For an MMO, it's hard to say it's a hype beast thing, because yeah, you're right that an MMO player will just like play anything because it's a new MMO or whatever. They want to try it, but at the same time, if it's fun, people will stay and play. Like people will do that.
I don't know how true that is anymore. I mean, that's true of like old heads for sure, but like the modern gamer, I'm not sure how true that is.
If we look at the same 2-month span for Where Winds Meet, I mean, November they're sitting at 150,000, and December they're sitting at 111,000. So obviously that drop off isn't as drastic as Blue Protocol. So what's happening there, you know? And there is raid content.
Well,
I don't know the context of what this raid content is, but apparently there's group content
in
Where Winds Meet.
It's so goofy, man.
I imagine more people are enjoying that than Blue Protocol, because right now there are 96,000 players on at 3 p.m. So
sure. But Blue Protocol had Where Winds Meet come out right after. Where Winds Meet didn't have Where Winds End or whatever the next game is come out right after. I bet the next big
ever
drop.
Talking about Blue Protocol though, I've never heard of Blue Protocol up until this. I'll be so for real.
Well, the first one, no, it was Chinese only, I think.
Yeah, so
I don't think it ever came out in NA.
Yeah,
but I think you'd find the next game that comes out, whatever the next hype beast chaser is, the next Twitch meta, as it were. Say goodbye to Where Winds Meet. That shit's donezo.
Well, that already happened. Our Arc Raiders already came out in the same month.
And
and it's still holding 104.
Well, Arc Raiders is a bit different. Arc Raiders is a little diff.
The same people that play MMOs play live service games like Arc Raiders.
It's an extraction shooter, though. They're pretty notoriously not that popular, right? By comparison,
as a genre, players play extraction shooters.
Really?
A lot of players, a lot of MMO players I know either play Tarkov, they play Hunt Showdown. They're playing a shit
Hunt
ton
Showdown's
of
an
Arc Raiders.
extraction shooter? I didn't know that. That's hilarious.
I guess you wouldn't call it a shooter per se. There's guns in it, but there's other weapons in it. It's not a
That's an
coded
extraction
shooter.
style.
It is a PvE PvP game. Yes.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know.
Yeah, extraction game.
I don't think I've ever seen gameplay of Hunt Showdown. If I'm like really honest.
Man, it looks like Rust in the swamp. Like the graphics are fucking terrible.
Not Rusty Swamp. I hate that.
It's a pretty fun looking game. I suck at it. I hate. I'm bad at iron sights, and all the guns are basically like iron sights in that game.
Oh, I see.
I can't.
Iron sights are a tough one for you in general.
I just can't see shit. I mean, I watch streams where like a dude's tracking a guy that I can't even see on the screen yet, and he like knows he's there somehow, and I'm just like,
are you kind of like a red dot guy, or?
I mean, personally, I like a scope. I like snipers, if I'm being for real. I like a good sniper. I like a magnified scope kind of thing.
Oh, you're looking like a 3 times, 4 times?
4. I like 4.
Whoa, you want that big zoom? Interesting.
In when PUBG was doing its beta, I would do the ×2, ×4, long range, short range.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
×2 that would be like a mid range, but yeah. But yeah, no, I think Blue Protocol just suffers from one just being. I don't want to use the word complex because it's not complex, but it's like
It's funny you say that.
Well, it's not complex to the normal.
It's way too complex for a fucking mobile gamer.
Well, I mean, tying someone's shoes is too complex for a mobile gamer. Let's be so for real.
I know that shit's right. Full fucking offense to the mobile gamers out here, by the way.
Yeah, mobile gaming.
If you're a person who plays games and some of them happen to be mobile, not talking to you. I'm talking to mobile gamers. They knew who I mean. I'm talking about mobile only gamers. Yeah, you guys are a fucking monster.
If you're check drops today and you're like, I could put 100 in this game right now, and it's some like Angry Bird spin-off game, we're talking to you.
Yes. Right. If you've ever spent 3 digits on Candy Crush, I mean you. If you've ever spent significant money on fucking some garbage cycle flavor of the month like visual puzzle game on iPhone 3, I mean you.
Ooh, speaking of none of that actually, Larian Studios announced their new project last night at the Game Awards. Yeah. So there was a this like monolith that they put out in California. It was kind of looked like a demonic black hole, like devouring bodies, I guess. That makes sense, kind of.
Okay.
If you Google Monolith California Game Awards, you'll see what I'm talking about. But everyone thought it was like Diablo.
Okay.
Because of how like it was kind of like Diablo looking, Diablo core looking. Not the Kim Kardashian mobile game. What the fuck?
You can see now why I had that reaction a second ago.
Not the Kim Kardashian brain rot. What are we doing?
That's crazy. That's
yeah. So they're doing Divinity. Not Original Sin 3, not Divinity like 4 or 5, but Divinity. Just straight up, it's just called Divinity. It's looking like it's going to be a open world game to kind of rival like a Elder Scrolls. It's looking like they're going to try to do their hand at like what Larian does, obviously, but in a Elder Scrolls-esque kind of open world. Actions have choices type RPG type vibe. Trailer was actually really great. It was a cinematic trailer, but it was actually really good. And I'm not like glazing it, but it was like really good.
I'm not glazing it is so funny. But
yeah, it seems pretty interesting.
I've never played Divinity. I haven't played any of them. So I don't have like a big frame of reference.
So original Divinity, Original Sin, and Original Sin 2 are basically the engine that Baldur's Gate was built off of. That one was very lightly like the 5e Dungeons and Dragons rules, and then they basically built from the embers of that what the engine we used for Baldur's Gate. Right?
Sure.
And then they've had a Divinity series before Original Sin that was a 3D, probably not open world at the time because these games came out a while ago. But there hasn't been a new game in that franchise for a while until what it seems like now with what they're doing.
Huh.
Yeah.
And the only games they've ever developed as a studio are Divinity and Baldur's Gate, right?
Divinity and Divinity Original Sin, yeah.
Like the franchises.
Yeah, no, I think they have one other franchise under their belt.
Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, they did the LED Wars, whatever the fuck that is.
Probably some of their earlier games, I imagine.
It was, yeah, in 1997 they had something called the LED Wars. The Life Evolution Drug Wars. I can't even imagine what that would be.
Weird. Me neither. I don't know.
It says it's an RTS. Jesus. 1997 Windows RTS. Okay. Well,
I mean that
sure.
is when the
sure
RTS were really
they were
kicking off.
Kind of popping. Yeah.
There's a new pod racing game coming out. Star Wars Galactic Racer.
Hey, can I say something crazy? Sequel. I like pod racing.
Right. Yeah, that might be for you.
That's
it actually looks really good.
That's kind of hype. I like the Nintendo one.
In conjunction with Lucasfilm.
Wait, that's big.
Film Games or whatever their studio is. KOTOR sequel's coming out. Being developed by the original director, by the way, of the original KOTOR game. Kind of tight.
Wait, that's huge.
It is very huge. And then Dungeons and Dragons has 2 games coming out.
What the fuck?
Yeah. One, I believe it was called Exodus, which man, the main character's face in that trailer kind of looked like, I want to say AI generated. For everyone who's about to just go crazy, it's not AI generated, but it looks very weird and off-putting, his face.
That's funny.
And then they have another game coming out called Warlock, which seems pretty cool.
Okay.
She's like a warlock. Kind of tight.
That's interesting.
But it seems like it's set in the world of D&D or whatever. Or no, I'm sorry. It's not set in the world of D&D. So Exodus is a set in space. The company that owns D&D is doing it. So it's like D&D in space, but it's not D&D. What Wizards of the Coast. And I think Warlock is set in the universe of Dungeons and Dragons. I think.
Okay. I kind of fuck with that a little bit.
Exodus, original IP, set in a new world, which feels like space Dungeons and Dragons because there's a lot of tentacles and like fucking like what you would assume normal alien life would look like in a sci-fi game or whatever. And Warlock, who seems more down to earth, set in like a Dungeons and Dragons universe. And Anemo got a little spotlight as well. Yeah,
that's funny. What's that looking like?
It looks kind of neat. I mean,
I'm a little concerned.
I couldn't be less concerned as long as the building's cool. I don't care.
I heard free to play, and I was like, where is the monetization at in this guy? Because that's kind of the question you're gonna ask.
I would imagine.
It is cosmetics, so it would seem.
Yeah.
Different hammers, different outfits.
So, and then we got a new trailer for the Seven Deadly Sins game, which will just be a fucking cash cow for people, the like 5 people that like Seven Deadly Sins still. What else? What else was there? There's a new tactical RPG coming out called Solasta. I'm
Okay.
bad with
Okay.
these names. But it would seem like kind of like in the vein of Baldur's Gate, turn-based kind of vibe.
Okay.
Top down kind of RPG kind of vibe. And then there's a new fantasy action RPG coming out based on Soul. It's called Soul Frame, from the creators of Warframe.
Interesting.
Medieval vibe to it. It looks kind of interesting. And you can find all of these on the Game Awards banner in the Steam store.
Okay.
There's a Game Awards section, pretty big at the top, that you can find all the games.
Sure.
But yeah, pretty interesting. Total War Warhammer 40K coming out, RTS, I imagine, of Warhammer 40K. And then the last game of the night, which was such a fucking disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
So they start talking, from the team, from some of the team members that brought you Apex Legends and Titanfall. Come a new game. Of course, the game starts and you're like, oh, that actually looks pretty cool. Okay, I could be into this.
And audio listeners, there is a look at the
free to play hero brawler high guard.
Shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
And it's so fucking blatant. There's a dude who does an ice wall. Okay, fucking Valorant. Okay, another 7 people that do ice walls. Okay, every kit I saw in that game that they showed, McCree has it's the McCree.
He's Cassidy now, buddy.
Oh, my bad. Whatever. I played Overwatch 1, so McCree anyway does his ultimate or whatever. The guy does the same thing, same
little fan
same animation or whatever. His is just like quick firing his gun or whatever. It's like
sure,
but you can tell it's just going to be the same fucking ultimate, right? Yeah, free to play. Probably will be more akin to like Paladins, which all obviously did bad too in every iteration they ever made of it. So yeah, I'm just not and that's what we ended. That's what we ended with, if you could imagine. And I very disappointed. Again, no Elder Scrolls, of course.
Of course.
No it just sucked.
Like, well, I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Mega Man Dual, whatever it is. Dual Drive. Dual Override or whatever.
Dual Override.
Baby. All I need to do is wait another year and some change.
I was so hyped because I don't know if you were in stream or if you had seen it after, like when they just look at the VOD. But they did like a pixel effect in the beginning before they showed the gameplay, and I was like, oh my god, is this a Battle Network game? Are they bringing back Battle Network? It had that like Battle Network grid you know what I'm talking about, the grid graphics.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, I was like very disappointed.
Nope. Original
that's, like,
Mega
Man I give a shit about.
Original Mega Man, yeah. Though it's weird it's Mega Man, not X. But I guess I'm here for that too.
There is like one game where everyone in chat, including myself, was like, he's gonna fucking love this game, actually.
Who, me?
Unironically. Yeah, you. No, you.
Oh. What was it?
It is a game with 1,400 puzzles, and they all connect to tell a story. I'm trying to find it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very cutesy.
And everyone was like, he's gonna love this?
Everyone in chat who
Sure.
we talked to were like, yo, he'll probably love this.
Interesting.
What up?
More birthday wishes. That's true. Let's take an opportunity to remind everyone while we're looking for this game. By the way, it is Connor's birthday.
It's my birthday. I'm gonna be doing a birthday stream after this, so stick around or you fucking hate me.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding. You don't have to stick around if you don't want to. I'll have to find it. There is a game about herding sheep as a dog you might like.
That's very funny. About herding sheep.
Yeah, you're a dog herding sheep.
Have we like somehow come to the conclusion that I'm like a casual gamer? I don't think I understand.
So over 1,000 interconnected handcrafted puzzles. Discover unique playable heroes and master evolving gameplay mechanics. Yeah, in chat because I was too lazy to DM it to you.
Okay.
But it's very cutesy looking, and it looks very nice, very stunning looking.
Order of the Sinking Star.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Every puzzle in this game, handcrafted, has been worked on by a small team for like 8 years, from what they said.
That's
Thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you. We'll add that to the timer when we start.
Not puzzles like puzzles, but puzzles like Zelda shrines, like puzzles.
Puzzle.
I was thinking of like jigsaw puzzles.
No. But I know you like Zelda.
I do like the Zelda. I like old Zelda, and I like specifically the dungeon, like the domain things from the 2 modern ones.
But it's supposed to tell an interconnected story, and all of the puzzles are supposed to connect in some way.
Interesting.
I'm not in there like that, but I know you like puzzle stuff, and this seems really very cool looking, and might give your brain a little scratch.
I do kind of fuck with that a little bit.
Yeah. There was they zoomed out in the trailer, and it's like a huge connected world. Like the puzzles are actually connected to each other. Go to the trailer and the Steam thing, and go to 1 minute into the trailer, and it's the zoom out of the world. It's all the puzzles connected to each other.
At 1 minute in the trailer.
What was the coolest announcement you saw yesterday, Corey? The coolest announcement I saw yesterday was the Larian Studios announcement, hands down. The Divinity announcement.
That's kind of fucking cool.
It was really cool. Yeah, right? Very interesting. Kind of reminded me of like Mario Maker a little bit, if like all the Mario Maker levels told like a story going through the whole game or whatever, and there weren't just like random things. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, this is something you would probably enjoy.
I'm not against it. I'm down to try it. If the puzzles are like interesting, I'm here. I do like that kind of thing for sure. Shrines is what they're called in Zelda. Fuck, I can't believe I didn't think of that until just now.
I mean, they do look very interesting. There's like a lot of mechanics that I've seen already from just this 1 minute trailer that look pretty.
That's
tight. Not like super hard or whatever, but it might make you think for a little bit, and be like, oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. If there's like 1,400 of them and they take an average of like even 5 minutes a pop between the really easy ones and the really hard ones, it's kind of a lot of gameplay.
It's a world. You might go one direction and have to go back another direction. I mean, who knows? They're all connected. You could feasibly go potentially any way you wanted.
That is kind of interesting. Yeah, because I see that these are like partially covered in fog of war.
Yeah. Decipher a grand mystery.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, imagine this game just like slaps. That'd be tight. I'm here for that.
Pretty good.
It's about time a game comes out that I'm like, yo, this is fucking sick. Mm-hmm. That doesn't really happen that often. Metroid Prime 4, but I mean, like, brother, when was the last one before that? Fucking, I can't think of it. I don't know if you can. Genshin, I guess. Like if I had to really like think like what was a game that I was hype about on release and hype about before release and hype about after playing it. I kind of can't think of one.
Yeah.
Before Prime. I think Genshin might be the most, so like once every like 5 years if we're going to use that as an example.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 9. Yeah, it's tough out here. So if this thing like looks hype, holds hype, is hype, that'd be tight.
Yeah, and it's exactly what you want. Just it's a game. You know, there's no store.
Yeah.
There's no. It's not trying to sell you cosmetics. It's just
you buy it once, you have the game, you play the game. Yeah, that is tight. They're not trying to sell me on some fucking ray trace 3D bullshit.
Yeah,
love that.
It looks. It's not realistic. Photorealistic. Graphics. It's
kind of like graphics. Goofy looking. Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Like I'm like kind of like popping, but like through the trailer real quick. Like ride lily pads and like toss stones around and shit. That's cute. It almost reminds me in a way of like it's this. Yeah, you brought up Zelda, but hilariously, it almost looks like the same kind of puzzles that were in like Gen 2 Pokemon, like in the ice cave where you like push the rocks to get through the whatever, or like in Gen 1 where you like Victory Road the Seafoam Islands where you push the stones. It almost gives like Super Nintendo Zelda vibe. It's like a Link to the Past type shit. It is really interesting. Wait, that's big. Yeah, I don't know what this is about me, but I do tend to find that if a game has like the art style of Elden Ring or the art style, if it's like a game that's like made to be like ray traced, dark graphic, realistic looking, ooh, the world is so real looking, ooh, immediately I just don't give a shit at all.
Really?
My brain just turns off. I'm like, you might as well have shown me nothing. I don't know what, like, same with that Where Winds Meet game. That shit drops to like, look at how, ooh, wuxia style did. I'm like, cool. And then I saw the graphics. I'm like, oh, don't care. I've seen 1,000 of this game in the last year. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks surprisingly unique. It's something I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, so I think that's where I'm at too. I like uniqueness. I think I value.
Yeah, it looks pretty different. It doesn't look like something I've seen. Maybe there's a game equivalent to it on like Nintendo's side. That's like a very puzzle
some like niche third party thing.
Yeah, but I can't come up with anything off the top of my head. That has like toting 1,400 handcrafted mini puzzles in a some type of connected world where you have to uncover like a bigger story behind it. I don't think I've seen something like that. Could be cool.
Yeah. They also made a game in 2016 called The Witness, which I've never heard of, but has very positive reviews on Steam.
Yeah, it definitely seems like this wasn't like a main. They weren't saying, okay, the next AAA game from the creator is this. It was more like something new that you haven't seen before. Here you go, world premiere.
I think you actually nailed something on the head there. Maybe that's what I hate. Maybe I hate modern AAA titles. Maybe that's my thing. I hear AAA and I just like don't care. I don't think I have any respect for game developers.
If it's like a AAA shooter, I'm instantly like not interested. Shooter to me just means it's gonna just be like watered down trash.
Yeah, I hear modern studio AAA whatever, and I think I just don't respect any of the AAA studios at all. I just know them as game company that makes bad shit. I think that might be part of it. Like, if I see a new Ubisoft game, fuck off. Shut up. Get the fuck out of here. If I see a new Capcom game, I'm like, okay, which one's going to run bad this time? What the fuck is it? It's tough.
Yeah, they showed more of that new Resident Evil game, and I was talking to
Yeah,
Skate.
Requiem.
I was just like, man, how do they still have more stories to tell in Raccoon City? You know what I mean?
How they have
And
for stories to tell in Raccoon City is very funny.
do you know what I mean? If Resident Evil feels like a series that like has run its course, like what are the games that even anymore? Like what are we doing?
Well, are you familiar with the narrative direction of Resident Evil, like 7 and 8?
Is 7
Like
the one
like
with
the
the
Ethan
fucking
games?
like dommy mommy like fucking
Yeah.
long fingernails that people like the straights wanted to like?
No, that's 8. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
I think that's Resident Evil: The Village. I think that's 8. Well, let me double check. I'm not an asshole.
I
Resident
mean, I don't really
Evil
care.
8.
I don't even care to understand if I'm being honest. Is that valid? I don't even care to understand at this point. It's just so played
That
out
is 8. Yeah.
in my
Well, yeah.
opinion. It's so tough.
Yeah. Correct. Right. Right. And you're right.
Yeah, that's
That's
kind of
what
where
I'm
I'm
saying.
at.
That's what I'm saying. You know what game I'm hyped for? Can we talk about a game I'm hyped for? So you don't know what I'm hyped for?
You're hyped for a game coming out soon?
Coming out soonish. I
Oh,
don't
sure.
know. I
When?
don't know the TLDR. Like I don't know the date, but it's called Welcome to Dolltown. Have you seen this on Insta or anything?
Welcome to Dolltown? No, I have
Welcome to
not.
Dolltown. It is an upcoming horror game. That's the thing I
You're
don't say very
interested
often.
in a horror game. I see.
That's the thing I don't say I don't say that very often. I don't say that very often. I'm gonna send you some screenshots real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna DM you some. Actually, yeah. Let me find that.
Yeah, I don't have a companion done. I mean, I don't think anyone's really looking at the
Check this
companion
out.
anyway.
So this is just a couple of stills from Welcome to Dolltown. It's pretty stylized graphically. Looks a bit like PS3 maybe. It's got kind of a PS3 vibe.
Am I safe to say this looks like I feel like the world looks on like a BPD person without their medication? I think
That's very funny.
This what the world looks like when they're not on medication. This is Dolltown.
Welcome to Dolltown is the name of it.
The main mechanic, I would imagine, is there's like a fog of war type vibe as you're walking, kind of like a Silent Hill vibe.
So not exactly. I think they're using volumetric fog to hide the world, kind of like Gex 64. Like it's meant to be like a two-tone. It's like it does make the world seem creepier, but also it makes rendering the game easier for your computer. It's like supposed to be like a low profile game, in terms of like what you need to run it. If I had to guess. But Welcome to Dolltown. Here's what it is, right? Check this out. This game is supposed to be like a PS1 style horror game where you are walking around investigating this town. All the enemies are mannequins. They're dolls, as you might imagine, in Dolltown. This is a brawler, like Streets of Rage. And you square up and toss hands with the dolls, and you fucking fight for real. You box
the
for real.
Dolls always looking for trades. The Dolls, God bless.
Every time, dude. And if you,
oh my
there's
God,
a unique mechanic.
Trade? Are you fighting for trade?
You're fighting for trade.
Oh now, my God!
Oh my God!
Okay, you're in your era. Sure.
Now check this out. I'm sending you this link in the Twitch chat. I want everyone to be able to click on this if they feel like it. Here's a little gameplay from it. It's real short. It's about a minute long. I think you would enjoy this trailer. Not trailer, but gameplay clip.
No, it's TikTok. It's gonna fucking blow my head off, my ears off.
Yeah. There is a guard mechanic. You swing on him with left-right punch.
I understand why you like this game already. Is she hitting the nene on your dead body?
Yes. That's right. Yeah, this game's unique special system is that, and I don't know if you have audio on or not.
No,
but the audio
TikTok's
is incredible.
Always too loud.
Well,
for me.
let me tell you, the audio is there from the song. This game, every single time you or an enemy dies, you have the emote on them option, and the enemies will emote on your ass. They will hit you the gritty. They'll just hit you the whip and nay for real. They will fucking style on you.
That's diabolical.
And in the same way, you can do it back to them. When you kill a doll, you can fucking bust it out for real. You do, it's tight. This is tight. So it's an atmospheric horror indie game where you're swinging on these dolls and you straight up you brawl it out and you be emoting. And I could not want this more. I'm so hype about this fucking game. That shit looks sick. Yeah.
I fucking hate that you linked me to TikTok and I found this just now.
What did you find on TikTok just now?
Incoming DMs.
Okay. Are you about to say, is this about to be completely insane and diabolical? Okay.
Can't, Chad, I'm so sorry. We can't share this with you. This is between me and
no, I want you to know every related video for me, every single related video is welcome to Dolltown. So whatever you linked me, it's not my algorithm.
Oh, it's not an algorithm, if you could imagine.
Okay. Excited. Shut the fuck up. Wow, that's got the pyramids turning over. That is crazy. Interesting. I see. Well, that's fascinating. Yep, can't share that one with the pod, but that is crazy. However, welcome to Dolltown, baby. Yeah, that game looks tight. Another instance of hold on. I'm going to make this bigger so I can read it with my glasses, but no one can see it. It's okay. Hell. Audio listeners, I am mentally fucking paralyzed. I just got stun locked for real.
Wow.
I'm in the fucking trapper's trap. You know, I got hit with that fucking racist cowboy's fucking harpoon gun from DBD.
You know, this reminds me of that one friend you're always...
Wow.
You're always, you know, you have that one person, maybe not in your life, but you work with or whatever, where you're having a conversation and they're just not in that whole, like, they weren't in that conversation. Like, you spent an hour talking to each other and words were also coming out of their mouth as well. But, like, that conversation's been over for months. And then you find out that the conversation they heard, it wasn't actually what you said. It was like a whole nother make-believe thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, amazing.
That's crazy.
I couldn't imagine a world.
Huh.
Wow. Anyway.
That's bold of them. Brazen. Diabolical.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. The point is, welcome to Dolltown.
God bless.
Welcome to fucking Dolltown. Yeah, I like games like that. I like games that are I don't want to say goofy, but that's also true, but it's not what I'm trying to say in this instance. I like games that are like unique. Unique's a big one.
Yeah.
I like games that are of like not taking themselves that seriously. Banjo-Kazooie comes to mind, good example of that. Like you turn into a dishwasher, it's like goofy. I like that. That's fun. So I like games that are just like kind of fun, atmospherically, whimsical, if you will. I like whimsical games.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. That puzzle thing seems tight. I do fuck with puzzles, but I need whimsy.
Yeah.
If there's no whimsy, I'm like, hey, dude, what the fuck are we doing?
I guess it just depends on what I'm playing, you know? Like if I'm playing like a creature collector, like that one, whatever the fuck, Ambi or whatever the fuck. Yeah, sure. Little whimsy, little fun, whatever. Cool, whatever, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But like I don't need whimsy in my Diablo 4, you know? Or like I don't need whimsy in my Dark Brotherhood quest line for Oblivion or something. You know what I mean? I don't really need whimsy in everything.
I hear you, and I respect that, but I think I do. I do need a little whimsy in my Dark Brotherhood.
Wow.
I need a little whimsy.
Hey, good for you.
And whimsy, by the way, doesn't need to necessarily be like... Whimsy is a broad term. You know what I mean? I think there is whimsy in the Dark Brotherhood quest line, to be clear. I think that does exist already. I think there is whimsy in the Dark Brotherhood quest line.
I mean, maybe. I might not clock that as whimsy per se.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, punching dolls and getting nade on, that is very whimsical. That's a very whimsy-esque thing. Horror game, very... I mean, calling the doll thing a horror game is like calling Dead by Daylight a good game. You know what I mean? It's very on the edge there. Very much on the edge of glory or whatever. But
that's very funny.
Very funny, yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
Because it is objectively a horror setting.
Is Japan just
a
default horror setting?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is actually a little bit, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think my understanding of whimsy, right? My understanding of whimsy is that something to be whimsical must be like fanciful and quaint. And to be fanciful and quaint, one has to be like unrealistic, overly imaginative. It has to be atypical. It has to be unusual, novel. So, like, I'm not necessarily looking for, like, Lulu from League of Legends. Wow, that tastes purple. You know what I mean? Like, whimsy isn't necessarily pixie fairies and shit. But it does need to be, like,
what
in a way, well, true. In a way, Elden Ring is a bit whimsical. Because in a vacuum, it is quite imaginative as a setting. It is quite, fanciful in execution. It just sucks that there are like 800 other games that look exactly like it recently. So it's not that quaint. It's just imaginative. It's not that quaint. But that intersection of quaint and imaginative is whimsical, and I like that. I want that. Like if they just made the Winx Club again, that wouldn't be quaint for me. That would be whimsical. Like
Winx Club.
I said what I said. I assume we all fucked with Winx Club, right?
I was more of a Spy Girls myself.
Oh, sure. And I fuck with that. All right. I fuck with that.
I was coming home to watch Spy Girls, you know what I mean?
Sure. As were several middle-aged men. Not to imply you're a middle-aged man, just in general.
Well, I would have been a kid when I was coming home from school to watch that, so it's fine.
Yeah. That's true. I'm just making sure there's no allegations. I'm not trying to, like, shoot strays at you. But...
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Because on this pod, we are respectful. Don't, audio listeners, he gave me an odd look.
Yeah. You don't have to lie to him. That's fine. Like, it's okay.
On this pod, we are respectful. We're respectful little podders. But
respectful little potters, yeah.
That's right. That's correct. And I find, you know what I could describe? You know how I would describe the kind of game I like, for real?
Tell me.
I like games that capture the spirit of Spyro the Dragon and Gex 64 and Banjo-Kazooie. Now,
why?
Not like Ukulele, by the way. Okay, not that shit. That's a clone. That's a fucking empty husk, no soul. That shit felt bad because they weren't trying to capture the spirit. They were trying to mimic the aesthetic, and that's not the same. That's not the fucking same. Yeah. We want to copy the. I'm looking for like the GMO Banjo-Kazooie, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking for I want something that makes me feel like I'm in a 1980s arcade a little bit. I want something that feels like I'm on like a N64 a little bit. Pumpkin Jack, really good example. I don't know if you saw me playing that game or if you saw that game like on trailers and stuff. Pumpkin Jack. That's a fucking game, baby. That's a fucking game, baby. Now that's a fucking game for real. Yeah, it's like a N64 GameCube era adventure platformer where you play like a headless horseman type dude with a jack-o'-lantern head. His name's Pumpkin Jack, if you can imagine. And he like works for Satan. And he has to stop like Vagar from League of Legends from becoming Santa Claus or some shit. I forget exactly. But like the point is, that game is fucking tight. That shit. Now that's a fucking game, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that shit's mad fucking. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Hell yeah.
I like whimsy. Yeah, dude.
Gotta get that built on that wing.
Gotta get that wing. I'm trying to get on whimsy for real. You know what I'm saying? If they come in swinging on me with motherfucking, this is a gritty, realistic, dark. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Shoulder boy, tell him, dude. Shoulder boy, tell him.
Shut the fuck up. Like, I imagine it's that way for people. Like, I don't know if you feel this way about like movies 10 years ago. Oh, gritty, blub. Immediately, just stop talking. If the word gritty comes up, shut up.
Do you know what I feel this way about? I don't feel this way about that specifically, but you know what I feel this way about for real?
Yeah.
The superhero movies in the early 2000s where everyone had to be in black spandex and leather. And it looked like just a big 2-hour BDSM fucking show.
Yeah.
And then thankfully we kind of left that era, thankfully.
Yeah.
But yes, I understand. I completely agree. Bad time.
Yeah.
Bad time.
Bad. Not good.
I kind of wish we could go back to like there being some good fucking comedies for once. Like there's just no like Hot Tub Time Machine. That was a funny ass movie.
Let's be clear. Comedy is dead because of the woke radical left.
So true. Obama.
Yeah. Thanks Obama. I hate us both. That's insane. That's crazy that we just said that. But
so true though, so valid, so real.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the last comedy I saw that was just like a strict comedy movie, I don't think it counts as a rom-com, I would imagine. What was that one with that fucking no-name kid and what's her face from the fucking Hunger Games? Main bitch from Hunger Games?
I have no clue.
And she was supposed to be like hired by the parents to take him out and like have sex with him because he was a loser virgin.
What?
I wish I could remember the name of this movie. Yeah, it was. I want to say Jennifer Aniston. I know it's not her. I know who Jennifer Aniston is. That's not who I'm talking about. It's Jen.
Are you sure this wasn't like Real Sex on HBO? You were watching?
That's very funny. That is very funny. No, it's like
With what actors? What actors were in this
it's
movie?
like some no-name guy, the main like dude who's the nerd kid. I don't think he's anyone. It's like his like first or second movie ever, I'm pretty sure.
Who from the
If
Hunger
he's in
Games?
the main character, Katniss Everdeen, the main one, whose name escapes me right now. I'm so mad about that.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Thank you, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's Jennifer Lawrence and some kid, and the kid's parents. Look, Jennifer Lawrence is in like a shit relationship, and she like is dumped, and she's hard up for money. And these two parents of this nerd virgin are like, "Hey, we'll pay you to date our son and make him a man or whatever, because he's like too into math or some stupid shit." And then like she is like, "Fuck it, I need the money." Okay. And it's like a whimsical tale of how she's trying to like constantly hit on him, and he's like macing her in the face like, "Get away from me, you fucking broad." It's I didn't think that shit was funny, goddamn it all. But people are like, "Finally, comedy's back, rape
What
jokes," and I was like, "What are we saying?"
what year did this come out?
Like 2024 maybe, or 2023?
No Hard Feelings. It's the only movie she did in 2023. Oh, well, let's not look.
You know what I
Comedy's
mean?
subjective. You know,
Yeah, for real. And this movie proves it. Fucking yeah. You better believe.
I feel like maybe I
It's
haven't seen the movie.
tough.
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't
I
know who
think
he is though. He seems like it's someone I've seen in something else.
the dude.
Yeah, he has like a face that I've seen, but where? That's the question. Let's see.
Apparently he was in the TV show Foul Play.
He was in High School Musical.
Uh,
He was Antoine.
well, he was in High School Musical the
The
series.
series. Never mind.
Yeah.
Then I don't fucking know. He was in a bunch of Broadway stuff, but yeah, I guess I've never seen anything with him in it. Oh well, that's cool. I
Yeah.
mean, seems like the movie did
Yeah.
good. The IMDb score is pretty like up there. I guess.
Yeah, it did fine. It did fine. But I watched that shit thinking like, "Oh, maybe I'll laugh at this." And the whole time I was like, "Where's the jokes?"
Well, I
Ah,
think for straight guys, the joke is, haha, you're so nerdy you can't get the girl or whatever. I think
I
people like
couldn't
that.
tell. Shit was tough. Brother. And I kind of fuck with comedies. You know what I mean? I'm kind of a comedy movie enjoyer. I fuck with a comedy,
Oh, you know what? I
but
have
like,
seen the I have seen the scene where he sprays her with the hose.
yeah,
I have seen it.
yeah,
That's kind of funny. I
he do
with
hose
with
her
no
up.
with no context of the show or whatever. I
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah,
seen
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
It is very I did laugh out loud whenever I saw the short of that.
Sure, 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 sure. Yeah, that one was it was tough, but like,
Well, all right.
uh, and again, I fuck with a comedy. I'm like not like yo comedy movies. I was like even like OG ones like Dumb and Dumber was funny for me. I like that movie. You know what I mean? I can enjoy a stupid comedy that's just a comedy and that's it. I'm here.
Mm.
But like, goddamn, modern comedies do kind of fucking suck for real. Is that your experience with like modern last 5 years comedy movies?
I haven't seen a comedy movie in the last more than that. Yeah, I haven't even seen any. That looks
Yeah,
interesting enough to
right.
watch.
Right.
Well, I haven't even seen any that have even come out in theaters. Like it seems like it's all just um fucking Marvel movies or Batman or whatever.
Well, I know that's right. The DC shit.
Yeah, like I don't even know. I'm trying to think of the last comedy movie that I saw, even that was interesting. I saw in theaters. I can't.
Yeah. Right. It's tough.
I mean, episode 11.
Okay.
That was kind of a comedy, like
Okay.
how bad it was.
I respect it. Yeah, that, what was that? The Where the World Ends or whatever fucking, what was that called with fucking Ice Cube? The day the world ended. War of the Worlds. Yeah.
Talking about the last Star Wars movie that came out.
Yeah. Cyber, welcome. What's up, homie? How are you? What's going on?
Palpatine comes back for the 17th time or whatever.
Somehow Palpatine has returned.
He was never dead the whole time, guys. Ha ha.
Jesus. Tough. It's tough out here, man.
Yeah.
I think we just need a little more quality and a little more whimsy, and everything would be way better.
You know what would also be way better?
What's up?
Jack Link's beef jerky having bigger bags. There, I said it.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, they're just too small, bro. I don't know. I don't understand it. Huh? No.
Not for you.
I like my jerky beefy.
Yeah. Pork jerky not hitting. Gator jerky? No gator jerky.
I want my beef.
Want that beef?
I want my beef.
I like beef.
I like beef.
I respect that.
But also,
yeah,
I think it is a time.
You gotta bounce out? Is it birthday stream time for the boy?
I think it's the bounce out birthday stream time.
Yeah.
I think it might be that time.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, for the homies, again, audio listeners and homies in chat right now, audio listeners on Sunday. The 12th of December is, in fact, Connor's birthday, which is today. Unless you're an audio listener on Sunday, and then it's 2 days ago, but it's today, Friday.